WIIFTBP and
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
Riis Jackson.
If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them.
Be like me said. Randy said a Jukathon Day.
Man, we about to 60 years old. I'd be done had a heart
You gotta
attack.
get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't.
You don't like that, yeah.
I don't like that.
Because I'm the boss of this thing.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right.
Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool.
How about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. For the black people. 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 What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. For the black people. 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 What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. For the black people. 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 For the black people.
She is light, she is truth, taking names, making Don't try to dim your light. To show crowd, very proud. Sing it strong, sing it loud. Yeah. Black girl. Oh, you are. Yeah. Black girl magic. You got a whole lot of magic deep inside your heart. You got a whole lot of magic deep inside your soul. Black girl magic. Oh, black girl magic. Oh, black girl magic. Oh, black girl magic. Black girl magic.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Wake up, Chicago! Oh, wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Don't have my co-host, Ruthie Moore. She said she'd be here closer to 6:37-ish. So I figured we got to get the show on the road. You know what I'm saying? We got to get the show on the road. Now, we ain't going to take the plane off because, you know, we can't leave Ruthie Moore behind. But we going to get this. We gonna take care of some of this business. Because, you know, sometimes when Ruthie is here, we get to chit-chatting and we get to talking and we don't even get through the whole headlines. Then by the time we get through talking about the headlines, it's time to go to 7 o'clock and we ain't even say the big voice and we ain't even made it to the social media question of the day. And then on top of that, Riis be back there making faces, waving signs, talking crazy. Like, man, we got a show to do. We supposed to get the plane up. So I figured we might as well not burn up all that time. So I'm gonna get this thing kicked off. It is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson.
Ruthie Moore will be here about 6:37. Yo, DJ Riis the Ruler. How you feeling, man? It's your day. It is Wednesday. You know, I could say it before 6:30. It's Week of Wednesday.
You know it, man. Blessed by the best. You already know the rest, man. Appreciate you too, man. Yesterday, that was love, man.
What you talking about, Riis?
Hey,
DJ Riis the Ruler?
If you know, you know, you know.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you, Riis.
That's all I say. If you know, you know.
You know, I feel like this. I hope you had a good time. Hey, you can say you went to the White Sox game, right? It's all good. Riis, you scared you don't want to tell nobody that you went to the White Sox game. And I bet you, if you went to the White Sox game, I think you might have went a little bit in style too. Just a little bit. Right? You probably stunned a little bit. I see you got your fresh gear on. I see you. You didn't wear no Cubs. You ain't disrespected.
You know what? This was the first time I didn't. I usually always wear.
You've been watching them videos. You've been seeing people get mopped up at the.
I usually always wear my Cubs stuff to a Sox game. You know what I'm saying? It's Cubs in my heart, but it was a real good game, man.
Good. I hope you had a good time. You get some good food too, man, while you was up there.
You know what? We had 8 before we had one.
Well, why? See, man, part of the White Sox is they got the bomb food.
Yeah, for sure.
They got like restaurants.
Yeah,
that you could go through there and be like, oh, let me go ahead and grab me a little steak, a little lobster, a little everything. You went to 8 before?
No, yeah, man, we had 8 before.
Because you probably used to go to the Cubs and you got to eat beer and hot dogs and something, and you can't get no good food.
That's a fact. But but you'll be drunk after you leave a Cubs game. You will not probably know the score, but you'll be drunk.
Man, but you know that's because y'all need to be drunk because y'all ain't seeing no parts of the playoffs. You got to pay attention right now because the White Sox doing their thing.
Hey, and what's so crazy that if you go to a Cubs game, it is probably packed, not a seat in town. You go to a Sox game, you can just sit down somewhere until somebody say,
"Hey, Riis." All right, okay, so that's okay. That's all right. See, all right. So from now on, we're gonna be called. Hey, audience, we're gonna be giving the tickets away on air since Riis don't want. No, I'm just playing. Hey, Riis, I hope you had a good time. I hope you and your. I don't know who you went with, but I hope y'all had a good time. It's always fun for me to share, right, and be like, you know what I'm saying. If you could bless somebody out the blue. So I was glad you was able to use them, man, and be able to go and have a good time. So, man, Riis, what y'all got in store tonight, man? I'm y'all took a week off, so y'all be lifting weights on y'all week off, and then y'all be trying to come back extra hard. What's cracking?
We got a sex addict turned minister.
Ah! Ain't that where they go?
I mean,
hey, is he a church? What church is it? The church of?
I don't know what church he is, but he was a chronic sex addict.
Did the Lord save him from it, or is he just fishing in a barrel now?
Well, apparently, he said that he been saved from it. Now he's a life/like sex coach or whatever. He's like a relationship.
He teach
coach.
you how to have sex.
Like he teach you like
how not to have sex.
Like he teach you just like life relationship things and stuff like that. So. It's pretty interesting to see. So we're going to dig in, pause, but
Lord.
We're going to talk to him and figure out, you know what I'm saying, where he was, you know what I'm saying, what he was doing, and then like where he at now. And then talk a little bit about his book that he wrote, like a book. It's called like The Menu.
The Menu? Like you eating out?
No, the menu. So it's like a manual. Except it's spelled MAN, then it's like the little dash with the rest of the letter. So it's like a manual, except he made it the man stand out in it. So it's like a little book on how to
Y'all need to have him on Sunday too, man.
That. Find your girl or what to do, but it's pretty interesting because he's a minister.
Wow, I'm telling you,
his
you saw Friday.
Some words. His book used some words. I tell you that.
It's just these. See, I'm telling you, that's y'all church. That's y'all church nowadays. That's that newfangled church. Where y'all just put it all out in the open. Back in the old days, the pastor just had about 4 baby mamas at the church, but everybody play like they ain't know what's going on. Y'all just be like, well, it is what it is.
Yeah, so we're going to dig.
It all started with Kirk Franklin and that stomp. Once y'all started stomping and once I heard the gospel music on WGCI, I was like, oh, it's all over. It's all over. Kirk Franklin done ruined the whole joint. Now, then you see this what got everybody comfortable. Kirk Franklin going on Oprah talking about he was addicted to porn. How the preacher gonna be addicted to porn though? At least and tell people about it.
He said
he's still addicted. Now after he been saved from it.
Now the why he's still addicted was crazy.
They be fishing. I'm saying that because they fishing in the barrel, man. Fishing in the barrel. I'm about to get in trouble. I'm gonna stop talking smack because my cousin David is on here. You know, he a preacher. So and David, but shout out to my cousin David, y'all. He delivered the eulogy for my Uncle Claiborne this Saturday. And boy, you know the Lord. Hey David, good job, man. Good job. You held it down for the family, man. You held it down for the family. All right, DJ Riis the Ruler, man. You know what I did yesterday? I went to the City Club yesterday, which was a shadow of its former self. Did I ever mention to y'all that I'm a 3-time? I have 3 City Club appearances under my belt. I'm sorry. I won't talk about that. But anyway, yesterday I was there because the Chancellor of the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, was there. Robert Jones. It was pretty cool. I was the guest of the Chancellor. There were only about 20 people, maybe 30 people. Guess who I ran into? I ran into my girl, Janice Jackson, in the building. So she said she'll be coming on the show because she got some stuff she want to let us know is cracking. But yeah, it was cool to be there at the University of Illinois with the Chancellor. Shout out to Cam Buckner, who was there, State Representative Cam Buckner, who was there. I couldn't tell everybody because they had masks on, man. And it'd be crazy because sometimes you could tell people, and then some people you just be like, hey. Then they send you an email like, it was great seeing you. It's like, I didn't see you. I don't know. Hey, yeah.
I thought that was you.
Sometimes I'd be like, I know who that is, but I'm going to just play it off like, you had your mask on. I couldn't tell who you were. Right? I don't know who you are. Who you? Oh, look, and then they be trying, like, when you see them coming, you just walk the other way. Or you walk, like, you can play it off with the mask, like you could walk by people and just be like, psh.
As long as you make eye contact, you gotta act like you don't know. You gotta act like you just walk.
Right.
You can't just walk past and then like look them in the eye because then you get, you know what I'm saying, catch him like.
Oh Lord, hey man, I'm just gonna tell you, it'd be funny when I be going to the like the fundraisers and events and the people I had talked about on the radio be there, because then they be looking like either they be across the room mean mugging, or they act like they never seen me. So I be like, hey, how you doing?
Probably be like, this guy, Maze.
Man, no. You know what, Riis? People do be calling me names when I went out the other day, and this lady called me, here comes troublemaker. I was like, your mama. I didn't say your mama, but I sure wanted to.
What you do to
her? Nothing, actually, Riis. But it's like, you know how I talk about the people, like white women taking advantage of all of our stuff? And everybody say, so imagine me walking into a room with all the people who are taking advantage of our stuff. What I would like to do is all of us start buying tickets to these fundraisers so I don't have to go by myself. And so when all these white lobbyists who are running around here getting rich, slapping everybody on the back like it's sweet out here, they have to see all the people who they jacking, right? Because the craziest thing is when you be at these fundraisers, man, like all the white boys be, like the white boys be, they will buy you any drink you want because they just made $1 million off you, right? They be like, what you want? You want Cristal? You can have, hey, you want some Louis? Have it. But it's like, I feel like, it's like, Riis, you know I'm like a loner. Not like a loner, but like I don't roll with like a crew. I don't be like, when it's time to go somewhere, I don't be calling up 20 people.
Okay.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like then I be walking into stuff and I be by myself. And it's like, so then you in this uncomfortable space where you got to be like, I can't be ha, he, because I got to be like.
You got to watch your back and see.
Right, and you know what I'm saying? And it's like, so I feel like, and it's not like so much having security as much as just not being in the space by yourself. But I also feel like, you know, I really want y'all to see how I be seeing this stuff. Because I be looking at these people like, I mean, the white boys just have this look about them. And what drives me nuts, here's the part that drives me nuts. And I'm having a true confession moment. I be knowing people, black people forever, and I just want to give them their respect. Like even my cousin who's the mayor, anytime we around, like anytime he's out, he'd be like, "What's up, cuz?" I'd be like, "Hello, Mr. Mayor." Right? I try to give everybody the respect of their title because, you know, black folks ain't really had a lot of, you know, we don't get respected for our stuff.
Right.
So it drives me nuts that the white boys be up there that be getting rich, be like, they be calling everybody by their first name while I be calling them by their title. They be like, yeah, I knew blah, blah, blah. Oh, Bill. And I'll be like, you know. And another thing that drives me crazy is when people be like, hi, Carrie. I'll be like, she's the president. Now, when you, right? Like, it drives me nuts that no matter what title we got, like, I mean, you can literally be, like, I see, like, and no, this is no shade, but like, Attorney General is like, that's a big deal. Or like, say, Secretary of State. White boys be like, Jesse. I'd be like, he is the Secretary of State. You know, I'd be like, Mr. Secretary, right? And even when I be mad, and it just drives me nuts that we don't just get our respect, Riis.
Yeah, I can feel where you coming from that. I ain't never really look at it that deep, but yeah, I can see it.
Like, now, if you at the crib and y'all chilling and y'all kick back or y'all on the island or y'all doing whatever, you call the people, or even if you in private, but in public, like, I feel like white boys be calling our people by their first name. It's like it's almost like them not wearing a mask. Like, Ninja, I know you got the title, but I'ma still call you by your first name. And so then I be at these places where I'm trying to show the black people all the respect, while the white people be like, ha ha, I'm rich. I be like, damn you.
Gotcha.
Right. Okay, I'm through. Is that through my rant? See, Ruthie ain't here. See, if I had Ruthie here, this could go on for about an hour. But since she ain't here, I'm gonna go run through these headlines real quick. All right, real quick, city council yesterday, supersized city council. So much happened yesterday. They signed a new police contract. Alderman Jim Gardner apologized for the snitching and butt usage. You can switch those words around. The pot got blocked. So Michigan Avenue, Alderman Ray Lopez and Alderman Anthony Beal teamed up to stop the pot sales downtown that the mayor said she was saving for black and brown equity candidates, and then Alderman Bill went and snapped on everybody. I do want to say that this black equity cannabis thing is a really peculiar thing. It's really peculiar, and all I would say is to the black people that are in the negotiations to sell your licenses, there are black people who have money who would rather buy the licenses, and now the white boys are not going to give you as much. Please sell it to me if you're going to sell it, or please let me connect you with black investors who would like to buy, right? Before you just go give it to the white guys. Because, I mean, it's like, please don't let they $3 or $4 million be greener than my $3 or $4 million of the black investors. Riis, why is that?
You know, man,
why is that? Like, why can't I shake a hand and just look you in the eye and be like, okay, let's go? And it's like, look, Joe, I got the group together. We got the why? Why does it have to be hard for black folks to do business? And then what's so crazy is the white boys will call you and be like, you know, like you'll be like, no, I believe in my people. The white boy be like, here go, you remember that letter you gave him? Here go a copy of it right here.
Oh, he sent it to me.
Right. To use my number to bid against me. To go sell it to the white boy and not understanding that the white boy, like, you know the white guys talk, right? Like the white guys have gotten, do you know in this weed game right now, the white guys like, oh, they didn't sell early? Let's make them wait. Let's make them wait. Ain't nobody taking advantage of no damn Michigan Avenue because can't nobody pay the, can't nobody even pay the rent on Michigan Avenue. Riis, I don't understand that, man. I just don't. I don't understand why Why is it that when you trying to do a deal, black people be like, "Nah, you know what it's like dealing with black people," and it's like, "Come on, man." They be like, "You should know. You should expect that you got to get jacked around a little bit."
You know, like we always do be having our guard up with our own people, but we do be more relaxed with the white people, though. Like,
Was they money greener?
It's the same color to me.
But we know what you, Riis. Riis, you be like, mind your business. Look, hey, where the camera at? All right, so they blocked cannabis sales downtown. Plus, how the mayor gonna have her own ordinance sent to the rules committee where ordinances go to die? We're going to talk about that because it's a lot you should have seen in that city council meeting that I'm going to have to break down for you. Let's do this, Riis. Let's say what's up to the WBGX 1570 AM live audience. What's up to WBGX 1570 AM? We really appreciate you all tuning in to us every day from 6:30 to 8. Now, you can watch us from 6 to 9 every day on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter, Twitch, as well as you can listen to us on the TuneIn app. Riis, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back. I'll finish the headlines, plus we'll get into the social media question of the day. Hey, Riis, and did you see Ness sent us a new song? Check your email, because Loch Ness Monster, he sent us a new song. He sent us a national song.
Okay.
So we're going to play that at 8:30, because we're going to also be talking about the new shows. Hey, you know what you should do? Throw that in there. You should put the new era in every break.
I got you. I'm
today.
I'm gonna miss this one, but I'll do the next one.
All right, cool. All right, this is the Mace Jackson Show. We'll be back. Hey, what your name is? Tell dude we got his song, and so we gonna play it today. Tell him he went national. I was trying. Hey, next time I gotta get my name in the song, Joe. Like if I'm about to start being like, my name ain't in the song, it can only play after 8 o'clock, after 9 o'clock. No, I'm just playing. It's the Mace Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Mace Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
Church Chicago's Power Hour. I'm your host, Angie Mims, and
Terrence Keys, TD, a.k.a. Terrence Daniels.
I wish I had one witness in the house.
You got one. You got a couple of them. Got two T's.
Give me a testimony.
Oh, Lord. He's did it before. Oh, Lord. I got one. Something better. I got 5 reasons. 5 reasons. Oh, Lord. He turned it around. Turned it around. He woke me up this morning. Oh. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Go
number
ahead.
4. He woke me up this morning. Come on, number 3. Come. He woke me up. Oh, Lord.
He woke you up.
That thing can touch you. One of them 5s will get you. What's the second one? He woke me up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, my God.
And the number 1 reason. Number 1. Final answer. He woke me up this morning.
He woke me up this morning.
That's a testimony.
That's a testimony.
Keep calling it. Give you some love and you want all of it. I'm out here working, nigga, get a grip. I'm just trying to touch a million. You just wanna coexist. I say you clingy and you contradict. Give you my heart, you think it's counterfeit. Give you my word and you won't trust in it. What's the point of loving me if you don't know what trust is? I need the is you give now. Please don't back down on me. I know you've got the attention I need. Put your pride aside for me. Oh, 'cause I need that ease. Put your pride aside for me. That ease. While I'm out trying to get that ease. Know that I need that ease. Put your pride aside for me. easy. I'm trying to get it and you keep on saying, all my love is never enough. I put up with you for too long, now I'm over it. You want affection, I need money, I'ma call it quits. That is. Put your pride aside for me. That is. I'm trying to get it. That is. Put your pride aside for me.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media? The time is now 6:37 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your sports, traffic, and weather update. In sports, the Chicago Cubs in Philadelphia taking on the Phillies as back-to-back Jacks, in the fifth will lead the Cubs to a 6-3 victory. The Chicago White Sox at home taking on the Angels. Bats was cracking early as they will win 9-3. Over the traffic on the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is 26 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 19. On the Eden from Deerfield to the Exchange is 29. Exchange to Deerfield will be 28. The Eisenhower Thorndale to the Loop is 36 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 30. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 35 minutes. Outbound will be the same. The Bishop Ford I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 39 minutes. 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 16 minutes to the Loop, 15 minutes back out to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive South is 7 minutes. That's 55th to Jackson, as well as Jackson to 55th, and 8 minutes north. That's Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph. Today's weather, it is currently 63 and clear. Today, expect a high of 73 and a low of 61. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now back to the Mays Jackson Show.
Back to the Mays Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in it for the Black People Radio. Mays Jackson. Mays Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
Church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies now of the politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's May and Riis and Ruthie and Todd explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something. We gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect you oppressed to solve.
Wake up, Chicago. Wake up, world. This is the Mays Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mays Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, not here yet. She said 6:30, between 6:30 and 7. You know, when somebody tell me between 6:30 and 7, I just be like 7.
You know it.
Right? Like, ain't nobody gonna be like 6:32. Right. They gonna be like, yeah, I got, right. How much time I got? How much time I got? It's all right, though. It's the Mays Jackson Show. My man, Riis the Ruler, Mr. Business in the front, party in the back. You know it is that Wednesdays. You know, so Wednesday, man. Hey, y'all, stay tuned, because Wednesday's finna be the action-packed day around here. It's gonna be on and cracking. Plus, y'all, we gonna talk about it today at 8:30. We're gonna talk about the shows that are coming back, the shows that are starting up, because we got a new show starting today. Hey, Riis, got me a little nervous, man. New Era Chicago, cuz they got a show coming up. We're gonna talk about that. Y'all be listening for the promo today. But New Era Chicago will be starting will have their first broadcast today from 5 to 6, Riis. Man, You know, I think Chris the Critic and them gonna be a little nervous. The transition, I might just come for the transition, dog. For the in-between time, right? Just for the, yeah, dog, it's going down today. So we're gonna talk about all of that. So y'all wanna stay tuned to 6:30. Let me send a shout out to everybody on YouTube. Cause YouTube, I know I be treating y'all bogus, even though YouTube is actually cracking. Like the YouTube people, now Facebook done put y'all down today. Wait a minute, hold on. It's 104 to, it's 104 to 106. Which one do you think is better? Is Facebook better or is YouTube? Who got the coldest audience? What do you think the better audience is? Like the YouTube. Now I'm going to tell you what I'm starting to find out though. YouTube, y'all kind of sneaky. I think we got to add some numbers to YouTube because I feel like people put the YouTube, they be YouTubing and then they be having multiple people in the room watching because they can't say their name. You don't got to see who they are. So look, Facebook we got this. So you see Facebook jumping. But I want to send a big shout out to everybody on YouTube and YouTubers. Can y'all do me a favor? Can y'all give me the thumbs up? Can you go like the broadcast? And additionally, after the show, I need y'all to go comment in the comments because that's where it goes down. I'm almost thinking I might stop broadcasting live on YouTube and then putting it up after. Because people then go there. Because YouTube, like the live is dope. Ready Rock say you gotta get super chat. I'm like, man, I ain't got that many numbers yet. But anyway, I like Facebook. I do like Facebook for the comments. You know, that's why Alvin, you kind of slick, man. I see you moving between both places. But let me say what's up to the YouTube audience. Shout out to Desiree Anderson, Lanai Cooper, Sheila, Oliver Hatchett. What up to my man Oliver Hatchett Sr.? Oliver? I see you, dog. Ann Jr. Shout out to Aaron X, Bev D. Is that Sly Townsend? I could tell. He says Seal Towns, but I think it's Sly Townsend. Because he be having his sarcasm. He be going at it. With the C, shout out to We the Brutes. That We the Brutes is Claude, I think. Claude be going back and forth. He be leaving YouTube to come talk smack on Facebook and then go back on over to YouTube.
Yeah, I think more people talk on Facebook though. Like YouTube is more, I don't know, they don't really talk as much as Facebook.
Right. Look, they saying no, Facebook, YouTube, don't y'all want me to go? Don't y'all want me to come back and y'all can just watch the replay? Y'all don't want to watch it live. The verses. I forgot about the verses too. What your name is? This is my show. Like, how y'all gonna be in the chat? The crazy part about the YouTube and the Facebook, they be having their own conversations going on. Like, they be having their own, they be capping on each other. No, we can't say capping, that's lying. They be joning on each other, busting on each other, old sleepy face. What'd he say? Mario, I thought he called Mario sleepy time T-face head. But he did. All right, y'all. It's the Mace Jackson Social. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. YouTube, we gonna put y'all on. If y'all don't put no comments down there in the comments, we gonna have to let y'all catch the replay, right? Because I be feeling like if we put all the YouTube people on one spot on Facebook, what you thinking, Riis?
You know, every time a person from YouTube come over, man, they always be like, yeah, I'm going to go back on the YouTube. It's a little bit crazy up here. Every time you always know that. They be like, yeah, I'm going back to YouTube. I don't think they can really take the Facebook then. So, it's like the quiet, over there. He over there just to themselves over there.
Yeah, they watch it. They somewhere watching. They got it on. They doing other stuff.
Oh, yeah, right.
Right, if you on Facebook, you are involved. You got to be typing. You can't just watch. Because the comments get to cracking and you got to say something. So anyway, I think, now, you know what we got to do too? I got to get up on the Twitch. Like, I got to get the Twitch WIIFTBP cracking because we be picking up a new listener, a new viewer, everything. But I haven't done any work with, and Periscope. Now, I'm going to tell you what we really need to start doing, man. If I could get we could start doing the IG. Getting the IG is just, the problem is, it's like, this show be too long. 3 hours, it'd be 3 restarts because you only give you an hour.
Yeah, okay, I would definitely say.
But the Instagram, I think.
You know what you should do? You looking for the live views. I was going to say, you can always just chop an hour up and just put it on there or something like that.
You gonna chop it up?
I mean, that's what we should do. and see how that run.
Hey, Reese. I mean,
An hour.
Hey man, don't use your imagination. Use your hands. It's like you on the show. You might as well. It help your brand too. I even let you put a weak commercial in there somewhere. I might work your little voiceover in there. We gonna work it out though, man. It's gonna be all right, Reese. We gonna rule the world one day. One day people gonna be like, I'm just telling you. People always think I'm crazy.
They're going to be trying to get all up in here. Mm-hmm. It's going to be overbooked.
Man, Reese, well, we're going to talk about that a little bit later, too, because Reese around here trying to get y'all. Reese trying to put some restrictions on you. He say, if y'all ain't got no views, he cutting you. I was like, Dad, Reese, you ruthless. He was like, hey, you ain't. We'll talk about that at 8:30. All right, let me tell you a couple more headlines real quick. This season, we'll talk about this season with WIIFTBP Media, who's back. Governor Gavin Newsom survived the challenge. iPhone 13 was unveiled yesterday. Pedro Martinez is set to lead the school board. The mayor is set to make that announcement this morning. Are we considering? Did you all see this suing? I keep not getting to it. But the mayor talking about she's going to sue gang members for their assets. I was like, what? Hey, Reese, you know any guys on the block that's really got cribs like that? Then she got caught. We're going to talk about that whole thing. We're going to talk about the whole thing. Because it was like she was trying to do like a TV movie from like 1960. Like, it don't even work like that. Everybody know it don't work like that. But if that's what you say, we'll talk about it a little bit later. Plus, the police got 20% raises plus back pay yesterday in city council. That is all my headlines for today. So, Reese, why don't you do me a favor? Give me the big voice, brother. Give me the big voice. Turn it up and then hit it. It's
time for the social media question of the day.
Hey, Reese, how do black people get more political return on their investment? I was thinking about this, and so the genesis of this question is, yesterday I went through the whole concept of the Latino power shift occurring in front of our faces. And even as the power moves to the Latino community, they're basically saying we not gonna get played the same way the black people got played. That's really how I take it, right? Like, I don't feel like in any way, shape, or form am I criticizing the Latinos for taking the power that we didn't seize. I'm just frustrated that we didn't seize it when we had the opportunity. And now, as we make this transition, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit more because a lot of stuff like this Pedro Martinez thing, as well as the new chief procurement officer, really signal to me we are beyond the slippery slope. We are halfway down it. But for all of the perceived political power that we have, for all of the perceived political power we have, it doesn't seem like we've gotten the bang for our buck. I don't think that you can just show me any black community that's gotten better, even though we've continued to get more black representation. And now, as our top black leaders are talking about transitioning to Latino power, the question that I got to ask is, because we're talking about this remap, are we as black people better represented by non-black people? Like, would we be better off if we didn't elect black people to represent us? Now, stop before you go crazy and hear me out. We've been so intently focused on protecting the number of, let's say, legislators or aldermen that we have. So much so that they will cut gerrymandered districts to rope in black people. or rope in certain communities. And then once they get the community, then they really only focus on the persuadable group because they know they got the black folks, but the people who will switch on them are white or Latino. What if instead of worrying about being the majority in black wards or districts, we were concerned about having a large enough number that we could sway the election? See, I feel like when black people get elected, they are convinced that they don't need to worry about the black people. They got to worry about everybody else. But think about a person like Ray Lopez, right? You may say Ray Lopez flip-flops because he's with the police and he's sometimes with black folks. But the fact of the matter is he can't get elected without either one. So while he talks about police and we don't like that, he also calls out issues like nobody black said a word about the gangs attacking our people. Think about that. When everything went down, it took a Latino alderman to call it out, and it was our people getting attacked. Are we better off being a large minority in an area that is represented by someone else? Look at Alderman Burke. Alderman Burke is a white alderman that represents Latinos. Even in the face of being in the face of a federal indictment, the mayor and everybody going against him, the Latinos in that neighborhood voted him back in. Why? Because Ed Burke recognized that his success relied on making sure that those Latinos in his neighborhood were happy. Now, what it takes to make them happy is key, but he has to cater to them. See, black folks right now, like if you live in a black ward, and I would challenge anybody to tell me that lives in a black ward, in a black area. The only place I could say that is probably, again, 27. But tell me where in a black community it's gotten better. You remember in New York how black people elected Bill de Blasio? Now, he had a mixed family, the whole thing, but the premise was, like, how many times have we elected black people for them only to not represent our issues? And right now, we're going to all be rallied up to protect the black areas and the black wards, even though we don't get the return on investment, in my estimation. So, how do we get a bigger return on our investment politically?
So you said that. So you how you said how the white man is representing the Latinos. Mm-hmm. What does he do for his own people? Is it, you see what I'm saying? Like you said, as a trend. Like
I think a couple things. I think white folks always take care of their own, right? So that's the given, right? Like, if I'm the white alderman in a white area with more Latinos and more blacks, we on this island together. Like, we live in our little enclave. All I know is I got to take care of that over there. That's straight. Right now, quite frankly, a lot of times with the white folks, you put them on autopilot, though, because remember, they get, for every dollar every 14, they get $1 for every 14 cents we get from the bank. So they can fix their houses, they can keep their neighborhoods, they can do all the stuff at a relatively reasonable rate. The Latinos and the blacks, and we've heard them say, let's build, because politics is about political survival. It's racial, but it's also, in Chicago, I think the race has gone away as much as it is on the black side. It's more about staying in close proximity and being cool with the mayor. And so I ask, how do we get more bang for our buck? Do we need to keep electing black people? Do we need to elect different black people? And then how do we engage people? Because it does seem to me that we keep re-electing the same people and everything continues to get worse for black people. Now, somebody tell me where it's gotten better for black people? My neighborhood. But can somebody tell me where it's gotten better for black people?
Do you feel as if we elect them just because they black and because it's so hard to get black people in that we just be like, well, you know what, we might as well at least keep this black person in office, instead of looking, it might be a white person that can have, like better results for us, but I believe that black people, when they get in office, that they be trying to stay in office. So, they think that they have to do whatever they need, satisfy them white people so they can, get reelected because that's who, I guess, fund them.
So,
hey, man, I'll elect you. Oh, well, you know what? When you get elected, I need you to come to my ward. I need you to do this first and my, you know what I'm saying? I know you got your own agenda, but if you need that money, then I'm going to need this first. So I believe that we try to cater to other people but have our people at heart, but we just forget about them.
I feel like people think they're doing a good job for people based on the white people telling them you're doing a good job, right? Like, I was talking about this the other day. Like, I see a lot of our elected officials, and when the heat, say we had a hot show, say we talk about a real topic that black folks are really pissed off about and black people have been in the midst of participating, I'll give you what you'll find is that then the black people who are supposed to represent us put some fluffy post up where all the white people in the world can tell them how great they are, so it drowns out the voice of the people that are starving, right? Like, that's why I feel like I want y'all to come to these fundraisers, right? Because it be like everybody be at the fundraiser like it's sweet outside, and it's like, yo, have you fed anybody? So all the white people are sitting up here kicking it, eating and kicking it, and y'all drinking and partying, and I don't know how we shake. I don't know how we, like, I feel like we need to shake some people, right? Like, yo, cuz these white people insulate you and make you feel like you all good and that you doing this great thing. And like, people be like, if you post some bull crap on Facebook, like, you gonna post some bull crap on Facebook, even though you the face of some other stuff, you gonna be over here talking about, oh, isn't the world? And you taking all these sexy pictures at the restaurants, and people that are all involved in Springfield who you're feeding are feeding you. You're doing a good job. They're telling you, oh, you're great. And it's like the people who really need you, don't even, you ignore them because they not telling you, they not throwing roses. They throwing rocks because they like, yo, cuz it ain't sweet out here. And I feel like they have this shield of white people that insulate them. There's a reason that all these black aldermen and legislators walk around with a white lobbyist advisor. You don't see nobody black really walking around with black advisors. You don't. The people that are informing our black people are usually white folks.
That's the first thing I noticed at your cousin party, though.
What?
That it was the opposite.
Oh, yeah, but
that's and that's crazy. That's the very first thing that I see. Like, to my lady, like he got a all black team.
He got an all black team, right? But they all graduated. They said they was taking their town, right? And what the fight is right now, even for him, is because before him, it was all the black people had white advisors who would rape, rob, and pillage the town. And then be like, and they got the white people enabling them to take over Yes. It's like, that's why it's so, that's why I say we need to be doing everything in Robbins, right? Like, where they get it. Like, they've taken their destiny in their own hands. But now what you got is white folks who decided that, oh, who this little ninja think he is? And so we got to buttress that. Because they'll try and choke, starve, and charge him off. Try to make it be like, you don't want to be like him. Because they so used to having us. I mean, Riis, it take for you to be somewhere when they think you cool and they done got comfortable, and then they start talking about all the people that you had this high level of respect, and they be like, man, I funded that punk for da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I get them to, they be moving us around on the board like chess pieces.
Yeah, like I said, you see how you said I can get him to do something. I'm telling you, so the black people, like, I got to do this to stay in office. Like, hey, man, like you said, I funded you. Also, man, you ain't going to do that for me? All right, well, I ain't going to fund you next election. So,
boy, if we only knew our power. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Shout out to my man, Riis the Ruler. We still waiting on Ruthie Mo to be in the building. We'll be back after these messages. Hey, plus, hey, y'all, we got a new song from Ness. Ruthie might, see, I'm trying to save it because it's not a love song. You know, she like, yeah, I be playing all the love songs in the morning. Ness done started some revolution. Man, you better be careful, be sending us this stuff. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
Oh, man. They done messed around and gave New Era Chicago their own radio show. What they do that for?
You done messed up. So what we doing, bro?
Man, we talk about power.
Did you say power?
Not rights and equality, but power. We ain't begging, we building.
In that order, Chicago, and we got dope segments. Hey, yo, sis, holla at them.
Peace and love, family. It's Sister E of New Era Chicago in the building, dropping the statistics, holistics, and of course the ballistics. Good for the mind, body, and the soul. Let's get it, family.
And this your boy D Cook coming with straight facts. If you don't know, now you know.
And this is your other sister, Omo Oya Music, coming in peace, love, and light, getting real with my people so we can quit with the bull spit.
And this brother E, and I'm gonna wrap it up with the power surge.
Listen, it's going down every Wednesday night, 5 to 6 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the Black Power Hour, New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
All love it.
Yeah, I love being black. Hey, do this for my people.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media? The time is now 7:04 a.m. And I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, weather, and traffic update. Well, in sports, the Chicago Cubs in Philadelphia taking on the Phillies as they would use back-to-back jacks to help them lift them past the Phillies 6-3 in their victory. The Chicago White Sox at home hosting the Los Angeles Angels. Bats was cracking early as they would beat them 9-3. Over the traffic on the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is 43 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 47 on the Eden. From Deerfield to Exchange is 41. Exchange to Deerfield will be 28. On the Eisenhower Thorndale to the Loop is 53 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 35. The Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 57 minutes. Outbound will be 35. The Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 64 minutes. 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 17 minutes to the Loop. 15 minutes back out to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive is still locked in 7 minutes south, 55th to Jackson, as well as Jackson to 55th, and 8 minutes north. Randolph to Bryn Mawr, and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph. Today's weather, it is currently 64 and clear. Today will be a high of 73 and a low of 71. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's So Good on the Maze Jackson Show.
I don't know what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, there's turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20-piece. Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body got not over With your hair done, nails done, when you put that grown on, girl, why you gotta look so good? I can look and see you're not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me all that you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, but not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put your grown on. It's something about you when you put your clothes on. When you're waking up straight out of bed, girl, why you gotta look so good? When you're at the job just taking a break, girl, why you gotta look so good? In the club turning up, why you gotta look so good? On the dance floor giving more. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Girl, you know you be killing them when you be getting your own woman on. Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done and your nails done, when you put that grown on, girl, why you gotta look so good? Girl, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good?
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. So many shady characters like Madigan and Blotto. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this is a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. No Ruthie yet. I'm trying to hold it down. Engines.
Hey, would somebody be like, and when they give you like the in-between time, how soon after the last time is it like, you be like, if you say like 6:37, like, is after like 7, what? It should be really 7:30.
After 7:01. 7:01, I'd be like, you should just 7:30. You know, it's all good though. It's, you know, I don't be tripping, man.
Yeah, I know. I was to say that.
Yeah, nah, you know.
At 7:01 though.
Yeah, 7:01. Yeah, I know. I'd be like, if you said 7:30, you know, I'd be looking. I just be like, hey, but you know, I see things differently, right? Like I took my job at McDonald's seriously, not like I'm tripping. So I think, and my mama would be tripping up, right? They didn't play, you know. I was like trying to be the anti-black. My Michael P. You know, I wanted to be Michael J. Fox. Growing up, I wanted to be like Alex P. Keaton. You know, did I tell you I used to wear a shirt and tie to school and carry a briefcase? Why you laughing, dog?
You was that guy, huh?
Man, still am that guy. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of people laughing. A lot of people laughing, be calling me like, Maze, can you? I'm like, ah.
I bet. You know, but you know, that's how it always is, though. Usually that little cornball dude.
Oh, cornball. Hold on.
Usually that little, okay, not corn. Usually the guy that wears the suit and tie and briefcase, you know, that's not as cool as the other guy. Usually them his glory is, you know, like usually people, you know, have like a good first good like 30 years and then they have a better after 30 years. So like you ever notice like the first people like they probably cool in high school and when they, you know, do a little
I
bit.
love it.
And then as they start to get more towards they like 30, they start to more
They
fall
peaked.
off. More, you know, it peaked, right. And then like more than people that was like not cool or like, you know what I'm saying, all that. Now in they 30s, now they going up. And now you looking at them like, oh man, in high school and everything, you was pretty cool. Now I was the joke, you know what I'm saying? And now you see me outside like, oh man, Maze, how you doing? Like, yeah, you ain't need to talk to me.
No, I talk to everybody. I be extra. I be like, yeah, yes.
You ain't need to speak to me.
Nah, because remember I told you they used to call me Butter Teeth. I'd be like, butter this black car. Get the wax. I go to your car wash. Be like, hey man, I tip you good. I go to your restaurant. I be right there like, man, this is the best bacon ever. Could you bring me 3 more? You know what? Bacon for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know it. I'd be like, you used to be, man, I will tell your stories for you too.
You used to call me Butter Teeth.
Yeah, I'd be like, man, this dude used to call me Butter Teeth. Could you bring me some more butter, please?
What you doing? Oh, you work at Target. Okay, I see.
Man, I shop at Target. Well, I don't shop at Target. Because, you know, Target took away the, you know, they don't do boys and girls clothes no more. So I don't shop at Target.
I never really knew that.
Yeah, they took out there's no
So
more.
it's no sectional clothes.
Right, it's no, they gender neutral.
Just clothes.
Clothes. No
So
blues
like
and baby. Hey, bro. Hey, bro, I ain't been to Target since they did it. I ain't gonna even lie to you. When they came out and said, there's no longer boys, I was like, I won't be at Target. Supposed to send my boy to the girl. What? So, nah, man. You all you need to see in your section, young man, is boxers and briefs. That's what you. I don't want. Nope. 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 Don't even. Let's not even go there. Riis. Don't even. We're not going there. We're not going there. They can't be dominating everything in our show. I'm just telling you, man.
And you can't really say two nothing.
What you mean that's not true about Target? They had a whole TV special about it. I was just like, a whole TV special about it. I was just like, nope, I don't go back to Target no more.
We should have a conversation about how do you think that, you know, it's okay.
Jesus,
Riis. I mean,
Riis. It's a good Christian show. All right. Hey, Ray.
All right.
Hey, Ray.
I said, all right.
You save yours for your sex therapist turned preacher tonight. You don't be coming over here trying to corrupt my audience.
I think he finna corrupt my audience.
Oh, Lord. Sound about right, preacher, right? I'm terrible. You know what? It's the Maze Jackson show, and I'm on here acting like I didn't just tell y'all about the hedge of protection that's been prayed around my family, and then I'm on here not blaspheming, but giving the preachers the business. No, we ain't off air. Come on in. We were waiting for you. It's like the whole world is waiting. I mean, make your entrance.
She was trying to like, you know what I'm saying?
Slide in
at the little break time.
Oh, no, she got to make her entrance.
Yeah,
Look at that face.
Yeah.
Listen to the radio. I heard y'all talking, man.
First of all, look, she said she got some stuff to say. Now, first of all.
Who said it? Who said it first?
You always listening. We know you listen.
I ain't say.
Oh, you got some. Ruthie. She came in today. She got. Is that a new laptop? Oh, I'm like, she got a laptop. First of all, let me just say this. The people be like, when people don't show up though, the first thing they be like,
I text you early this
morning. She showed it. We did say that.
Good. And I heard, let me say, hold on. Good morning, everybody. Riis, I heard you talking about what time is you late after somebody give you a time frame?
I was just curious because like a person
like
me.
That's that dirty,
like me,
that's the dry snitch.
I give you at least,
let me tell you type person you is, Riis.
No, listen, hold on.
Let me tell you type person Riis is.
I'm different because
y'all see I'm coming in on them. I'm coming in on this morning.
37, I still give you to about 7:15.
You ain't, let me tell you why you ain't right.
Good. I called it good. Maze the one said that 7:01.
Riis is the type that as soon as you go, he gon' take your spot. He gonna try to take your spot and then some.
No.
Riis, you can never.
I just asked.
Hey, Flash,
you can never
find my Flash. Find Flash.
Never.
We need to find Flash.
I just asked.
Never, Riis.
But I was on your side.
No, you wasn't.
I was just asking.
And when you was late, a no call, no show the other day,
no
who had
call.
your
Wait
back?
a minute. How am I?
I had your back, Riis.
Wait,
I had your back.
Late and I'm a no call, no show. I'm crazy, right?
You didn't call us and tell us she was gonna be late.
I said, Maze, be cool. He helped out yesterday.
She did.
And you see how you do me?
She did. Hey man, Ruthie, that's why.
You said, DJ, try this sauce with this sauce, and you see how you do me?
I had your back.
That's what I said.
I had your back.
Can I tell y'all?
And Maze, it's a whole worker shortage out here.
Oh, you trying to tell me you leaving me?
No, I'm just saying it's a whole worker shortage out here. So anytime employees show up,
just be
can
happy.
we get some?
Damn! Look
can we get some?
Ruthie came in here on fire. She was like, and she well rested. You came in. Look, you came in.
I had such a headache this morning. I wasn't gonna come, but I was like, if I can just lay here a little bit longer, I'll be all right.
Was you out drinking last night?
No,
you was not out drinking. You said you've been wrenching the sun out of summer.
You know, alcohol is not
your
preferred method.
Okay. Now you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I forgot and dipped, and was like, oh. I was like, yes. The sauce is the truth.
It is.
Hey y'all.
I text Gary the other day. I said, you know what, Gary?
We might let you out.
I said, you know what? I don't lick my fingers. I actually not since I was a young child. I think it's quite, in my old age, it might be kind of disgusting. But I ain't leave a drop of that sauce nowhere.
You see, I was trying to, I had ate my buffalo wings and I had the hot sauce in the
ranch. You
got
mad because I poured it in an extra container. So I said, what you gonna do
with that? You better get you a spatula and get it all, right? You remember when because I used to be an expert at cleaning the bowl. I could turn my finger into a spatula and there would be no cake batter left. And I was just thinking man, hey, so I didn't want to throw my plate away.
You tried to save it.
I actually did until yesterday. I threw it away yesterday.
I literally used the same plate that you gave me. It was so wear and tear. It was like the plate.
It's soaked. We gotta get plastic plates. We gotta get some plates with some plastic because the paper plates be soaking. They might be soaking the THC or something.
What THC? What you talking about?
I mean, not THC. Not THC.
It was just
CBD.
Ranch and barbecue
Ranch
sauce.
and barbecue.
Right,
man. Ooh. I was just thinking about having a barbecue. If you barbecue,
you can put it on anything.
But do you got to put it on after?
You better put it on after. Don't you waste it putting it on that grill.
Oh, okay.
You ain't basting.
I just want some hot wings now and just the dip in that sauce.
I'm just saying, that's just just think about that though. Like that Ruthie might be the true, like if you can make all the salsas and then it'd be like, doop, want to dollop a honey mustard? Would you like some Asian zing with that?
But they can only buy it at TP though.
Hey,
that's what you got.
Hey, they can't buy it. They can't buy it.
Go Riis.
Exclusively. That's the only place where you can pick it up from.
You can't even buy it though. It's only free.
It's only free.
They give it away only. They only give it away. They only give it away.
Just dishing it out.
You ain't. They only give it away. Just and it's a because it's a kind of lifestyle type of thing. But they only give it away. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Ruthie Moore is in the building. Ruthie, how you feel? Well,
I heard we got a new song.
Oh, damn, you really was listening. Ow. Yeah, we got a song from Ness. But this ain't like the Ness, Lori Lightfoot, one day you get to Senate. It ain't like that. This one is about the white terrorists. It's about white terrorism and domestic terrorism. But Ness got a couple little skills, but I'm not really gonna give him no props because he stood me up at the breakfast and we still ain't shot our damn video. Cause I can't wait to be like, one day you get to Senate, we gonna call Willie Wilson and be like, Dr. Wilson, can you be Dr. Be like, I'm right.
Dr. Wilson, can you pay for this video? We let you be in it.
No, I'm saying I would put. Do you know? I think how dope it would be to just put Willie Wilson in the video, like he be this fun
for the black people hoodie on.
Oh, and he turned around and took his hoodie off and was like,
we all like, yeah, Ruthie.
But Ruthie not talking to you, Riis.
No, you're so petty, man.
Can I tell you what though?
Yes, I am.
Can I tell you though? Okay, you are. But can I tell you what? You know what though? Can I tell you what I appreciate about Ruthie? What you appreciate? I appreciate Ruthie that, you know, sometimes I don't want to have to say it, and you be like that, like when you had the band Dante. Like it's not that.
That's not how that happened.
But that's not. But you know, like it's like the dog. You not crazy now. I know we do play it every day, like 20 times a day. Thank you, Dante. Like you mean to tell me you couldn't even stop? And I would say that to myself, but I'd be like, you know, then they'll be like, there go Maze being Maze.
I see what you're saying.
It's like if I say like dag, like that wasn't really. I mean, it does help. Like I feel like people will be like, yeah, it helped, but I'm not gonna tell you so that you think that you don't. What they say, people know. What Jay say, people know the price of everything, but not the value.
Oh,
and to me,
value or nothing.
That's
right. That is a great one, and I feel like you say it out loud, and so that's why I be like, Ruthie be like,
Sometimes
that ain't
I don't
right.
know. I be like, can I say that?
What?
Like just stuff.
No, but I'd be like, you be like, that ain't right. Like I be saying, you say things that I think, but I'd be like, if I said that, they'll be like, there go Maze, always. Like, no, it wasn't free though.
You ain't crazy, Maze.
Thank you, Ruthie. That's why. See, Riis, that's why you don't be teaming up on Ruthie. You can't be like, We, you know, it's like the whole thing, right? Where it'd be like, I'm wrong. Nuh-uh. We gonna team up on you until
right. How Riis ain't never wrong, but he gonna let me be wrong.
Right. Riis be like, I knew that.
I was on your side.
No,
he said
Ruthie.
701. I was like, nah, I'll give him to like 17.
You brought the topic
right.
up.
I didn't even realize what time it was until I looked at the clock.
Energy. You took Maze's energy and directed it and said, let me go into my work ethic bag.
Right, because
when I worked at McDonald's, I took pride in my work. I was the best mopper.
Oh, yes. Oh, I was the best. I was the best.
I know you always say that.
I was the best mopper, the best sweeper, the best grill person, the best. They couldn't, when I came in the door, they couldn't figure out what to do. They'd be like, it's the superstar McDonald's operator. Which way do we go? Where do we go? All right. Deacon, don't be telling nobody to burn it down. You got the water. How you gonna be at the water department telling people burn it down? Okay, now y'all know Deacon Anderson is out there talking smack. Deacon is one of the top precinct captains in the city. And if I was to have a class of teaching precinct captains, I would get Deacon, Dolph, and Dwight Lee.
Oh.
And I would bring them 3 old dudes in here, and they would teach y'all how to win a precinct. And you would, hey, Deacon, hey man, don't be tagging people. Oh yeah, you can't tag them in. And I'm not Calvin. They used to call me Calvin. Oh, I hated when the Calvin commercial came out. Ooh, do y'all remember the Calvin McDonald's commercial? Jesus Christ, I hated that commercial.
Oh my goodness. That is hilarious.
because I used to iron my McDonald's uniform. Like I used to be like oh God, I went with creases in my, and I ain't have no. Huh?
Yeah, you was really Usually people just wash that, throw that in the dryer and put that on.
I washed. I washed all my uniforms, and then I had them all hanging up because I had them. Man, I was crisp. I used to be fresh. I used to be McDonald's fresh.
I only worked at one fast food, and it was like Cozy's. Other than that, I never worked.
Cozy's, that was down south.
No, it was like the little restaurant. They here. It's like a little. They more like that.
Oh, Tom Watson, why you trying to get mad?
Yeah.
Tom trying to get mad. Man, I was driving the other day. Tom Watson pull up on me. I'm driving through the construction site. This big old semi start honking at me. I'm thinking, damn, I have to fight this dude, right? Because I'm coming around the corner. It's Tom Watson. Hey, all right, y'all. I'm all over the place. Ruthie is here though, so let's do this. Let's get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet. Let's get it up and away. Hey, Ruthie, I want to talk a little bit about city council yesterday. Did you see it?
I watched the clips.
Oh, you watched the clips. So, Ruthie, I did have McDonald's when McDonald's came in the styrofoam, Anyway, I did the
Damn, he was back when they was using Ronald and them.
Yeah.
Now they done phased Ronald
when
out.
he had the crew, like he was there.
I know how to make them. I bet you I could beat anybody making Big Mac. Yeah, shoot the Big Mac sauce. Then you sprinkle the deconcentrated onions. Then you put lettuce.
Deconcentrated? No, don't.
The onions dehydrated.
What? They ain't real.
Yeah, they real. They just suck all the water out of them, and then you put them in water and you let them soak, and then they get big.
Oh my!
And then you sprinkle them on the hamburger, and then it's Big Mac sauce, onions, lettuce. Then you put the patties on. Oh, you put cheese and pickles. Pickles on the top, cheese on the bottom. Then you put the patties on. Then you take the buns out and you slide them on. 6 Big Macs ready to rock.
Did you get into the supply chain? Like, who got the contracts to supply?
Hell no! I was 16. Supply chain.
I was just curious how deep you went, how deep you got into it.
The closest I got to the supply chain was unload them trucks.
With the supply room.
Man, when you had to unload the truck, did anybody have to ever unload the McDonald's truck? When the big truck would come and they'd be like, you had to go outside and they had a thing and they would open the door and they would slide like 20 cases of hamburgers. You got to catch them and throw them and stack them in. Then they'd be like, your job was to re-rotate the whole refrigerator.
Put the old stuff in the front, the new stuff in the back.
Yep.
That's some real work.
First in, first out, FIFO. First in, first out. So
meaning you running the joint?
Mm-hmm.
You had keys?
Nah, they ain't giving no Negroes the keys to
I
allow
thought you was high up, man.
That was when I went to Burger King, I was high up.
Oh, McDonald's joint, they ain't show you
McDonald's is where I took my skills from McDonald's to Burger King.
And that's where you transitioned.
That's when they was like, when I got to Burger King, they was like, damn, where you learn all that stuff? I was efficient. I took out all the steps I made. Man, I used to be like, let me see your uniform. Like, I send you home if you had mustard on your uniform, if you showed up.
Oh, you took it way far.
Oh, no, if you worked there, I had the campus Burger King. If you came to my Burger King and you was dirty, I'd be like, hey, Joe, oh, no, you got to go wash that. And
how much was hourly wage? About $8 back then?
No, I think it might have been like seven
something.
Yep, I was like, hey, Joe, what you doing? I had the coldest Burger King. The coldest. They
didn't like you.
Okay.
They didn't. But you know what? I told y'all. Remember I told you my cousin worked there with me? And my cousin worked there. Mm-hmm. And he was like, this is every day after 10 o'clock, he felt like everything that came in after 10 o'clock was his. So he knew he knew every price for every combination with tax. And he'll be like, that'll be.
Oh, wow.
Look, that my cousin financed the whole apartment up. Like he hey Joe. But then that's when I learned. That's how I know how to catch people now. Cause my cousin would be like, "Hey, you seen dude go upstairs?" You'd be like, "Dude used to, man, please." My cousin used to put a whole case of Whoppers out the back door.
You know, I did enjoy when I was in like high school when some of my friends worked at fast food places.
Oh, the best thing was
they stayed giving a hookup out.
Oh man, please don't come through the drive-thru. And I definitely I love the drive-thru because it was you know what I learned there, the shake trick, right? All the people who tripped on me in high school in the daytime, everybody came to Burger King. Like, and let me see you. Like, somebody, I come to school and they be like, man, thanks for 6 Whoppers. Because I'd be taking all the Whoppers out the throwaway Whoppers. Right? Like, because, you know, after 10 minutes, you're supposed to get rid of it.
No way. 10 minutes?
Mm-hmm. Like, when you go to the restaurant and you see the little circle on the number, that's the time it's supposed to go away. Like, if you see a 6, then that means that it came out at 4:20.
Okay, I know this is way off topic, but I got a question. I think I asked you this before, but why is it that when I go to some fast food restaurants in the hood, I be having to back up and pull back forward like 2 or 3 times?
Because they're on a timer, and that timer goes to a national clock.
So they just trying to cheat
say
the clock?
they trying to get you off that time.
You think that's okay?
No.
Or is that not okay?
No, I remember when they first started the timer, and it was like a national contest, and it'd go in, and it was, we wouldn't have, that's because, first of all, we just tell you to go park, right?
Okay.
Just, if we didn't have your order ready, we'd be like, pull in the slot 1. That's where all, like the slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, that's where that came from, because the drive-through times became a measurement of your success.
So I'm helping them out by doing that.
Yeah, but you're not really. Because then it's just like their service is just crappy and they ain't never getting better. They just got you working harder.
Interesting.
Instead of getting it okay. All right, y'all. Look. Did we take the soul plane off? Did we get it in the air? Because I can't see down there. Turn it on. Turn on the gas one more time.
Let me get on.
Just so I can hear it.
Come back down and get me.
We didn't. No, we never left, Ruthie.
Good.
We stayed on.
Reese trying to pull off without you.
We definitely.
She ain't got no gas money.
Took it off.
She ain't got no gas money.
We should leave her, Maze. We should leave her.
Because she said 6:30 to 7, and it means she said we got to get up.
Ruthie, I wouldn't let him leave you. All right. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Wait, on Western Madison.
Yeah, he was
the
was
Madison
general
on
manager.
West. That's the one I could see out my house, dog. I could literally see the one on Madison and Warren. I mean, on Western and Warren, straight out my door. Like, that's out my, well, not out my door, out my, off my balcony. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Ruthie, yesterday was city council meeting and it was on and popping. We just gonna not have a break this go round because actually, let's do this. Let's take a break. And what I want you to do, Riis, is just play New Era. Play the New Era spot and then bring us back. All right? You got news, traffic, and weather together? So let's do that. Let's do the New Era spot. Let's have you do news, traffic, and weather over a track and then bring us back. All right? It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Oh, man. They done messed around and gave New Era Chicago their own radio show. What they do that for?
You done messed up. So what we doing, bro?
Man, we talk about power.
Did you say power?
Not rights and equality, but power. We ain't begging, we building.
In that order, Chicago, and we got dope segments. Hey, yo, sis, holla at them.
Peace and love, family. It's Sister E of New Era Chicago in the building, dropping the statistics, holistics, and of course the ballistics. Good for the mind, body, and the soul. Let's get it, family.
And this your boy D Cook coming with straight facts. If you don't know, now you know.
And this is your other sister, Omo Oya Music, coming in peace, love, and light, getting real with my people so we can quit with the bull spit.
And this brother E, and I'm gonna wrap it up with the power surge.
Listen, this going down every Wednesday night, 5 to 6 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the Black Power Hour, New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
All love it.
Yeah, I love being black. Hey, do this for my people.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 7:36 a.m. And I'm Reese the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, weather, and traffic update. In sports, the Chicago Cubs in Philadelphia taking on the Phillies. They used back-to-back jacks in the fifth as it will lead them past the Phillies 6-3. The Chicago White Sox at home yesterday taking on the Angels. Sox bats was cracking as they would get an early lead and win 9-3. Over the traffic on the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop, 62 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 42 on the Eden. Inbound from Deerfield to the Exchange is 64 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield will be 49 on the Eisenhower. Thorndale to the Loop, 72 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 44. on the Stevenson. From I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 60 minutes. Outbound will be 33. The Bishop Ford, I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 57, 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 25 minutes to the Loop, 16 minutes back out to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive South, 55th to Jackson is 9 minutes. Jackson to 55th is 10. Still 8 minutes northwise. That's Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph. Today's weather is currently 64 and sunny. Today is expected a high of 73 and a low of 61. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now back to the Mays Jackson Show.
I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. And while you're shopping anywhere, change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay this fine that you've been dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Oh, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, babe?
You are listening to the Mays Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mays Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore. The team is all back together. DJ Riis the Ruler, Mr. Business in the Front, Party in the Back. Hey, Ruthie.
Hey, Mays. Sometimes I be mad that I went to school and got student loans.
Why?
Because somebody could just said, just join the morning show and talk to Mays on the breaks, and you'll learn everything you need to know.
No.
Trying to tell y'all.
Oh, y'all better get it paid. You know, I was, speaking of that, I was with the chancellor at the University of Illinois. Ruthie's going to be on with us in 2 weeks.
Ooh.
And we are going to be trying, he's coming in the studio. We're going to try and get this Black Men Returning to College program going on. Morehouse did it.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I want to not swipe it, but University of Illinois has way more resources. And in my self-interest, I want to go back to school. I'm just nervous.
I help you, Mays.
I'm so scared to like go back to school. I want my degree so bad, but
Mays,
I'm scared to go back to school.
Hopefully it can be online.
That's even make me even more nervous.
You got supports.
I'll be like nervous. But we're gonna be talking to him tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, in about 2 weeks. It was cool to go to the City Club though.
That's dope. You want me to ILL?
You can't say it.
I'm from Illinois. My tax dollars go to...
Okay. I'll give you that.
ILL.
INI.
Yay.
See,
is that how y'all's went?
What did the Easterns do?
Definitely was better than
what
that.
was that?
What was it? What was Easterns?
What was it? Because they had
Panthers. What was it? EU?
That was our chant.
E-I-E-I-E-I-O.
Chant right there. E-I-E-I-E-I-U. But it was like a chant.
Like E-I-E-I-E-I-O.
Can you say it the way y'all say it?
It was just like E-I-E-I-E-I-U. Then everybody go like E-I-E-I-E-I-U. It was like,
oh, that's kind of
cool.
cool.
You know what I'm saying?
It's really not.
Y'all was like I-L-L. I like that.
So, but imagine 50,000 people compared to what y'all played at Gately. What y'all had to do?
Probably was like 3,000 of us, but listen, it was cracking.
Okay, it was 3,000 of y'all. Y'all was like an HBCU. gang, right? Y'all be like, okay, I got you. I feel you. I mean, I understand all 20 of y'all. Yeah,
Right, it was packed.
E-I-E-I-E-I. We learned that in grammar school. It's like,
Old McDonald
had a farm. E-I-E-I-E-I-U.
But y'all sitting here got to spell A loud. I'm like, what?
Illini.
What?
Yeah, it's
Oh, that's
called
funny.
call and response. The directional schools always got issues. You know, if your joint got 3 letters in it, I always be like,
The directional
The
schools.
yeah, direct
Yeah,
north,
the
south, east,
north.
west. I'd be like, if you like, what are you, Southeastern Illinois University? What you went to? What did you go to? Riis went to Northeastern Illinois. What was it? Southeast Illinois University, y'all. The Southeastern campus. Come on now. Come on now, Riis. Don't be tripping, man. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Oh, you. My fault. When did y'all even get a U? When did y'all get a U?
Man,
Y'all got y'all just got y'all. Y'all used to be E-I-E-I-E-I-C. Y'all used to be at college like Olivet. Stop it. The Nazarenes. The Eastern Nazarenes.
Oh.
Only thing that you ever had was it was just big.
The only thing we had, not a microscience lab. We had Riis. We had we have engineering, we have artificial intelligence, we have y'all old McDonald. Y'all had a 4-H club. Like y'all had the 4-H. Y'all was the 4-H capital of the world.
No,
did y'all go to the county
we had
fair?
A biology lab and everything, about
Right.
3 gyms.
Yeah, I had 3 gyms. Look,
Yeah.
you make me. I remember when we pulled up to
field.
Eastern. I remember going. I remember we would always be excited to go on these road trips. And then we would get to the school, and I'd be like, "I'm never leaving U of I again." Everybody, I'm only going to Big Ten schools. I'm only going to because you would get to a campus like Eastern and be like, man, we gonna be at what was the place? Hardee's.
No,
Hardee's.
No,
Look, when you go to Eastern,
Marty's. Marty's, the bar, right?
No, Hardee's was the restaurant that was late. They would go to their look.
It was Hardee's.
It was Hardee's back then.
Oh, it's a Arby's there now. They both nasty anyway, but
Riis, when you go to Eastern, you go to these we had a whole strip. Like they had McDonald's.
Is it
Denny's? You had Denny's.
No, you just had McDonald's in a bogus little it was called Lincoln Gardens.
Did he say that's all we had? And notice he said that all we had.
That's it.
No. When they came to U of I, they was like, "Is this the city?" They be like, "What is this? A skyscraper?"
They just had a little more stuff than others.
No, Ruthie. Ruthie. Our campus took 2 towns.
I've seen both.
But you probably had more fun than EIU. Probably had more fun.
Well, because she was from the country. She was like, "Oh, look at the cornfields."
Exactly.
We can go run around the cornfield.
Right at home. She went in there. She's like, "Look at these rural area people right
I
here."
love Southern Illinois.
Man,
they don't love you.
Carbondale.
Oh no, dog.
What?
Hey, dog. Okay, so those are the universities are like the island hops when I go south, right? Like it's like you get to U of I. Like once you get past Kankakee, it gets sketchy. When you get south of Champaign, I'll be like, yeah, dog, I'm not stopping. Like, are we at a college town? Yep. Okay, I'll make it to the college town. And, man, I'm going to make it on down to I remember one time we stopped in Dix, Illinois on the way to Southern. Man, the whole restaurant stopped. The kitchen dude came out from behind the counter with a meat cleaver. Y'all lost?
Mace?
Yeah. I told you when I went to Ball State, the Klan, I got the card from the Klansman that stopped us.
Yeah. You a Klansman card?
Real talk. Ray Larson, Grand Wizard of the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan of Muncie, Indiana. Dog, I can remember as plain as day because we had got kicked out of this girl's house and we were walking down the street in the middle of the night and this pickup truck is following us and then we're right by Hardee's and so it zips past us and he hits his gas and the rocks kick up on us. And we get in and we cursing each other out because one of our bros was ignorant and got us kicked out at 2:00 in the morning. And remember, you ain't got no cell phones, so you ain't got no way to contact. So we sitting up in Hardee's trying to figure out where's the bros? Where's everybody? And this dude, so we cursing each other out at the table. And the dude says, you fellas, he walks up. Now we still snapping on each other. He says, you fellas are pretty lucky. And put the card on the table. I got the card. Like, I literally still have it.
I would have started singing, I got nothing but love for you, baby.
Nah, I was like,
that was some brave stuff.
That's what I said. You was a bad mup.
What's his name again?
Grand Wizard Ray Larson of the Knights of Ku Klux Klan, Muncie, Indiana. Or maybe it was Muncie or Fort Wayne. But I got the card. I think I can show it to y'all. I think I've posted it on my Facebook too. But yeah, crazy stuff, man. Eastern Illinois. Like, did y'all really? You see him? Is he in there? Is it real?
Yeah, I
read it.
Let me do a little bit more research, but
Border lucky.
oh my goodness.
I mean, I'm telling you, I remember it burned into my head. The Ray Larson,
just Google it, y'all.
Grand Wizard of the Knights of Ku Klux Klan. I'd never forget it. Roland Willoughby was with me. Daniel Hayes.
Trying to see.
That's him. No,
that's him.
Yeah, he. That's not his real name. His real name is something else, but he goes by that name. That's wild.
Border lucky.
He look older in that picture though, don't he?
You border lucky, I dare you.
That's him.
Wow.
I dare you about not be making no noise around here. I dare you.
See, Riis learned very good. I'm telling you, yo, y'all people don't be believing me. I'm telling you.
No, we be believing you, Maze. I just want to see if he was still alive, and it looked like he might be still clanning.
Still clanning.
That's all I can think about. That was just on the concert. I got nothing.
Man, Joe.
Okay, so in 2011, he was 72. So I don't know if he's still kicking.
Oh man!
But he celebrated 50 years of service.
Y'all know that? Did y'all?
Service of what? Of the Klan?
As a Klan.
Yeah.
Did y'all know that the Klan, that Indiana though, had the largest registered amount of Ku Klux Klan Klaverns in the country?
That's where they was started at.
Eastern is like number 3. It's like a little Klan thing. It's like number 3 around there.
Plainfield, you know where all the black people live in the South. In the Plainfield was like a sundown town in Bolingbrook, and well known in history.
And did y'all know that the white people got like secret groups of races that they got names? Like they have groups?
Yeah, I think
like I ain't gonna say the name of it out loud because I don't know. I ain't trying to,
like the John Birch Society. Did you know about that?
Yeah.
So the John Birch Society was like a group of doctors and people in healthcare, and they said basically never let a person come back, never let them leave whole. So like imagine going to a doctor and he says you need to have surgery, and he's taking a piece of your body. Cause it was crazy. Like they do. Like the Citizens Patrol, like the White Citizens Society. It's all types of little things. But yeah. It's crazy. Like
yeah, this is
I'm telling you the Ray Larson story. I probably have that card here because I always pull it out to be like, y'all, these white people are crazy.
I bet you it's worth some money. You could probably donate it back to the Klan Museum as a piece of memorabilia, and they'll pay good money for it. You've got an original racist
Ray Larson card.
Out of here, Ray Larson's card right here.
An original dog whistle symbol.
How many people you think he killed? Some black people?
What?
You think in Indiana? You think he lynched?
What? He joined the Klan in Georgia in 1960.
That's crazy that they got that documented in that.
If you ever I bet you if you go to Eastern Illinois University's yearbooks, I bet you'll find the Ku Klux Klan used to be a registered student organization at U of I. Like they literally were a fraternity, and they had. You can go back in like the 1920s, 30s, and 40s and see the Ku Klux Klan in their full regalia, in they stuff. Like yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It's like I would be curious that like as they canceling people.
Don't get that confused. Those are not the Kappas. When you say, hey, look at the Kappas. Loser.
K3s. The K3s. That's K3. Look, Ruthie. Shoot, it's not the Kankakee Braves engines neither. What is it?
It's the Kankakee K's.
Kankakee K's.
The K's was from Chief K. He was a Native American.
So y'all go about KKK?
K3, the Killer Keys.
Next day I would have moved out. Y'all go like, what?
The Killer Keys. We kill it.
The Killer Keys.
The Killer Keys. How come let me ask the question.
Yes, every black town has one of those.
Does every black town have a hard name for they?
Yes.
Like
You
everywhere
got to.
black people, like what's the alias of your town or your neighborhood?
Listen.
Like why do we gotta have a nefarious, like Terrortown? Like who moves it?
Maze, they call Robin. Like you Robin?
Robin. Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yes, they don't.
No, they don't.
No.
They call it Mudville. They call it Mudville. They don't call it
Look
Robin.
at that, Mudville.
They call it Mudville, right? And that's so when Ruthie, when you say we from the mud, they be saying that for real.
Literally.
Like, why do all black people got a negative name for their town? Like, who named their town like the land of milk and honey? Like, why? Like, why do your town got like Terrortown? Like,
We just got K-Town and L-Town, like in M-Dub out west.
K-Town, L-Town,
M-Dub.
M-Dub, ain't nothing else?
I mean, like we got like the circle area. You know?
Right, you got the circle.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, what's the hoods in Chicago? Like Terrortown, Motown.
I think they got like really all the names like out south. Like the out south got names. I really don't think out west got really like.
No, I don't think out west got They got like you're off Chicago, right?
Like off the Ave. Like
yeah, something like that. And on the south side, they got like Holy City. I give you that.
Yeah, all right.
I give you Holy City. That's a good one. Killer Road. South Shore is Killer Road. I didn't know that. Where's Killer Ward? Right? You know, like you got Killer Ward, you got Old Block, right? Like what?
That's true.
Why we how do you think those nicknames do for the property values?
Duh.
Like, do you think right?
I'm walking from Old Block into Terrortown.
I'm walking from, and the white people be like, I'm buying all of that. Where is that? That's how the white folks know. The hundreds. Yep. Remember when Todd was like the wild 100s?
Oh my goodness.
And the lower, remember he was like the lower end, not the low end.
Mm-hmm.
What other name? Like, what? Bolingbrook. We got the streets of Bolingbrook. But we call it the Brook.
The Brook.
Right.
I'm from the Brook.
That's right.
I would be like, if you came in the city, I'm like, where are you from?
The Brook.
Yeah, we do
The
got a lot
zoo,
of
Brookville Zoo. The Brook.
And then usually Reese, that's usually how it always starts.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's in college. It was just like that. It'd be like you know. Now they're like Brook, like you'll be like Brookfield Zoo. You'll say something crazy. Ain't no black. You feel that? That's bullying. That was your mouth. That's your mouth shot.
You pat him on the back.
That's your mouth shot.
You did his
Guess
homework.
what I found?
You did his homework.
Bolingbrook mouth shots.
You did it.
Man, we fought. You know how many times we fought because somebody was like, "Y'all from Bolingbrook?"
Hey, breaking news.
What up?
He died in June 8th, 2021.
You nigger lucky or you
He ain't died soon enough. He lived.
You know what's interesting?
Sircon City.
Reading this obituary, don't say nothing about the Klan.
It don't.
Nope.
He was an upstanding Christian man. He praised the Lord every day.
Saved souls and hung.
He was a conductor on the railroad.
Dang. So he Pill Hill.
President of the local union.
What union?
Want me to say it?
Yeah.
Local 1620 United Transportation Union.
Probably somewhere working on our dang on roads.
Oh, and he was a member of the Sons of the Confederate Veterans and the American Legion Post 50. So I guess that's code for
don't go to American Legion Post 50 then. Wow. Yep. What you said, Sircon City? What other places? Pill Hill. Oh no, but Pill Hill unites. Now they trying to change, like you get your pill. It used to be Dr. Pill. Y'all want to hit the streets of Bolingbrook? You know what I do?
No.
I just know I was from the city, and like it's a certain place. I feel like if you was from the suburb, like if I'm in Oak Park or something, or if I'm in any suburb that ain't like a hood suburb.
What's
like
a hood suburb?
I don't know, like I guess like Harvey, like Dalton. You know what I'm saying?
Dalton.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you saying Dalton is a hood suburb?
Man, you better believe that.
Is Dalton the hood suburb?
You gotta believe it. Like I've been in, just a man. Like if I'm in like Dalton, and somebody like, hey man, like I'm finna rob. But if I'm in Bolingbrook and the dude be like, hey guy, man, I'm finna rob. Like man, put that down. Like go on somewhere. Like it's just certain thugs, like in certain areas that I just don't believe. You know?
I know.
Like,
that's usually Riis. Riis. That's usually how it happened. Like, and I think that you know what the perfect example of that is. Did y'all ever see Banging in Lil Rock? You should that's an old school like movie, and it feels like Banging in Lil Rock is like it was about Lil Rock, Arkansas, and it was about gang like when the Bloods and Crips moved to Lil Rock, Arkansas, and it was this little country town that people was like underestimating, but it was like dang near the murder capital because they would shoot you, right? And I feel like, and because oftentimes in those places they were mimicking what they thought was the real life in the city.
Watching YouTube?
Well, they didn't have YouTube, really.
They didn't? Where they get it from then?
TV,
stories, movies. You know what, though? But I think, but what also happened is people would move to these places because it was sweet. They would open up a lick, and then you, just like everything, you start your own deck, and then, man, you start listening to NWA and everything else. You be like, I got guns. You got guns. I got guns. Right? Then somebody say we finna be folks, right? And then because it's somebody that say they gonna be folks, it'll be somebody that say they gonna, and it was all mixed up. So it'd be like you was a Vice Lord Crip, right? No, really, it was all type of crazy stuff going on, but they created their own ecosystem. And I think Scarface, when Scarface did that song, like the All Around the World, what was it? All Around the World, not the same hood, but like I feel like there's a tough is not defined by where you live, right? Like, it can shape you, but there's tough guys everywhere. Like, in any town, in any city, what I've come to recognize that even in the most backwater place, there's a country white boy that been running around there punching people in the face for a while. Now, he ain't gonna always win, but growing up in the Brook, you seen the white boys that was like, yeah, I'm just telling you, the white boys that was like, oh, we finna gang bang too. Now, I'm not suggesting that they could whoop, but I'm saying they had guns. They did their same thing. Riis, stop telling me what to do. Riis always trying to tell somebody what to do. Riis, see, first he be dry snitching. Now he want to tell somebody what to do.
Well, you know what? That's because...
No, let me just say bye to everybody from WBGX. What you want to say, Riis? Go ahead.
Because somebody be listening to it on like the radio, and they was like, he always either get cut off when he's saying bye or he never said bye. So
bye! Bye to everybody from WBGX 1570. Tune in live on Facebook, on YouTube. We still ain't talked about the city council and everything that happened there. So we're going to get that all in. Plus, Ruthie Mo?
Yes.
See?
See. You let your kids watch you? What?
No, oh, my God, no.
Look how your face went like, ugh.
Oh, my God.
Can they you?
They can't say... They once,
okay.
If it's the but
they can't what?
But you can you can I'm not so strict, but the what? Oh hell no! You what me like it's what? Like nah what
you can't. You don't let your kids what you either, Riis.
Like, and if they what me, they haven't wetted me. But like if you what me, like you.
What's an acceptable response to getting your name called?
Yes.
Huh?
That's
or stop calling me. That's what we do when y'all do it, but y'all just don't hear that part.
Oh yeah, it's you can do right. Do all that in your room, but be your ass down the steps.
All the time. I said, I'm sure when you leave here, you gonna go in your room and talk about me. That's cool. That's cool.
Just make sure you don't get
like you need to sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Yes, Dad.
Oh my God.
What do you want, Dad?
Oh no, hell no.
I'm busy.
You ain't never busy. I don't care what you doing. Right? Like
why y'all gotta yell? Why can't y'all just walk to where the young people is in the house?
What's the point of me getting up and walk?
What's the point of me having
kids? Why kids? Man, please. I want to get up.
Get this.
Hey! I'd be like, what?
Ruthie, I'm right here. And I'm on this paper on the end of the table. Son! Give me that paper right here. I don't care how you look at me. I just know. Listen, man.
Man, please.
My mama called me. I live in a 2-flat and like a basement. I was in like the basement. She called me one time for like up 2 flights for some water.
Oh no, that's the key. That's the whole. Oh, you gonna give me some water?
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, you gonna give me some water?
You didn't call me up 2 flights of stairs, two stories for you some water.
Well, I can't say what. I can't answer people with what. Like
it depends. I'm like, what? Like,
no.
If
that's when you trying to punk them into not
somebody
asking.
said they text their kids and they be in the house.
Yeah.
I text my kids all the time.
Yeah, man.
You cause they be yeah, I text you a whole list.
And I need to read on.
Oh.
Yeah, I need you to turn that
My
read
son
on
do have
me.
his read on. I would never have a read on. Look, let's take a quick break and then we gon' I promise y'all, we gonna talk about something political today. We gonna talk about something that happened yesterday. It's the Maze Jackson Show. But can your kids say what? Can y'all call us and tell us if you let your kids say what? Ruthie, did your parents let you say what?
Heck no.
I was about to say, so what you over here trying to, would you let your kids say what?
No. It's disrespectful.
All right, you don't pull what with your children? Like, do you, man? Please, are you gonna go get me that one?
I don't like parents that don't whoop their kids.
Oh my God! Come here, just
get the belt. Give me a belt.
Here we go.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna tell you. I went to my sister's house the other day, and she used the office when she got us. She in her house is the old room where the belt used to hang, and I still walk in there and be like, whoa. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Oh, man. They done messed around and gave New Era Chicago their own radio show. What they do that for?
You done messed up. So what we doing, bro?
Man, we talk about power.
Did you say power?
Not rights and equality, but power. We ain't begging, we building.
In that order, Chicago, and we got dope segments. Hey, yo, sis, holla at them.
Peace and love, family. It's Sister E of New Era Chicago in the building, dropping the statistics, holistics, and of course the ballistics. Good for the mind, body, and the soul. Let's get it, family.
And this your boy D Cook coming with straight facts. If you don't know, now you know.
And this is your other sister, Omo Oya Music, coming in peace, love, and light, getting real with my people so we can quit with the bull spit.
And this brother E, and I'm gonna wrap it up with the power surge.
Listen, it's going down every Wednesday night, 5 to 6 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the Black Power Hour, New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
All love it.
Yeah, I love being black, Hey, do this for my people.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media? The time is now 8:04 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports traffic and weather update. In sports, the Chicago Cubs beat the Philadelphia Phillies 6-3. The Chicago White Sox at home taking on the Angels as they will win 9-3. Over the traffic on the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop, 62 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare, it's 42. Inbound on the Eden from Deerfield to the Exchange is 64 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield will be 49. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop is 70 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 39. On the Stevenson, from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 57 minutes. Outbound will be 33. On the Bishop Ford, from I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 47 minutes, 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 22 minutes to the Loop, 16 minutes back out to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive from 55th to Jackson is 9 minutes. Jackson to 55th will be 10. On the north side is 8 minutes. Randolph to Bryn Mawr, as well as Bryn Mawr back off to Randolph. Today, it is currently 64 degrees and sunny. Today will be a high of 73 with a low of 61. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's Ben One with Downtown on the Maze Jackson Show.
Pressing on, dropped up cruising, old school music, old school juicy. Gotta make my way to you. Pull up on that ass like, ooh. I wanna take you to New York, Chicago, LA, Houston, down all over London.
Lakeshore. I made sure to make sure, yeah, that my place yours. Yeah. 28th floor, yeah. I had 8 thoughts, yeah. All 8 yours, yeah. Cake for dessert, but I ate yours.
Take you to New York, Chicago, LA, Houston, down all over London, Paris, the A, the Bay, everywhere, fly all over. Your last boy couldn't hear what you asked for. Your last boy didn't even know. I'm gonna take you downtown, girl. Show you all the finer things in life. I wanna take you downtown. Show you all the finer things in life. I wanna take you down. 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 I wanna take you downtown. Show you all the finer things in life. I wanna take you downtown. Show you all the finer things in life.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
What's in it for the black people? Cause economically we are not equal. Waking up to life, can't toast no more. I told y'all, yeah, this a dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis, and Ruthie and Todd, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect you oppressed to solve wrong.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show, and YouTube is officially kicking Facebook's butt. YouTube viewers 160. Facebook 150. Dang, Ruthie. We got to start showing some love to the YouTubers. I think that's like, my son be watching on YouTube when he watch.
I know more people who watch on YouTube than Facebook.
That's because you be knowing them sneaky people.
No, I'm telling you, YouTube integrates better into people's lives. I would be curious as to how people listen to this show, though. Like, do they just listen to it in the background? Are they like at the computer screen because they want to interact with the comments?
I feel like they be on the other. If you're on Facebook, you commenting. If you're on YouTube, you got stuff to do.
I don't know. YouTube comments be popping too sometimes.
Do they be popping? I see Hottie Hawk, Andrew Ivy, Diane Scott. Who else
Every
over
morning.
there? Rembrandt.
We got Bev D, Katie. We got We the Brutes.
TNT.
Play Films Group.
Dang.
The main one.
Oh, who called Robbins Little Mississippi? We got Real Deal. We got Frank. Wait,
Junior?
is that
Junior Pierre?
Junior Pierre over on YouTube? Oh, he be going back and forth. Okay.
Derek Griffin.
Dang, Ruthie. That's the Ruthie fan club over there. I bet you Ruthie be over there too. Dang, Ruthie. Oh, because that's, let me stop. I was going to tell you, because you know somebody on Randy will be over here talking crazy. And Randy will be like, what? Randy will be done tried to report the YouTube page if I say that. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my girl, Ruthie Moore, and my man, DJ Riis. Party in the front. Business in the front, party in the back. The ruler. Riis, what color is that tail today? What color is your shag? Yellow?
It's just brown, but listen, man. Very, very.
You want to make it like peach one day or something?
I actually
like Rodman-ish.
I actually made it pink one time for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Yeah. Hey, you know, hey, listen, I'm so secure in my masculinity.
I don't think that. I don't think that's an anti-masculinity thing. I just think like Riis. You know what I appreciate? Like, you can't be scared, right? Like, you living your best life. You in your space. If that's you and that make you work, as long as that when you hit that button, it go. And now, the Maze Jackson Show. I'm not mad at you. I ain't mad at the Rugrats shirt. Not the emoji hat.
Get you one.
I'll rock it. Hey, bro, I'm first of all, let me just be clear. I am 100% able to wear anything if I choose it. I ain't scared, but I ain't wearing no dress. Did y'all see Russell Westbrook in the dress?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like,
would you do that?
No, heck, you know.
What's up with that? Like, what's up with the Russell? Did you see that, Ruthie?
Mm-hmm. High fashion.
High as in drugs high.
You know, it's just interesting when,
they make black men.
Yeah,
put on the
he's
dress.
trying to cross over into high fashion because you can't tell me that he needed the money. He's trying to cross over into a different audience, and you know,
what
when
audience
the
is
Met Gala
that?
and New York Fashion Week happen, we see some stuff all the time. Kind of like a ritual for black men to put that dress on.
What black men?
The black men that we know that put the dress on.
Okay.
It's like a ritual.
Got it. It is Is there something wrong with that, you think?
It's a ritual.
And what does it get? Is that like the secret black people you're talking about? Like, who wears oh my God. Oh, okay. Let me do this. Did y'all know today at 10 o'clock at Benito? Is it Juarez or is it Clemente? They're going to be announcing the new head of the CPS, Ruthie. Guess who got the job? Did you get? First of all, let's back up. What was your Latino what is it?
Moreno or Moran?
Ruthie Moreno. Ruthie Moreno. You want to go back to school? I'm gonna tell you, in Chicago today, Pedro Martinez takes over the high school, takes over the CPS. Ruthie Moreno, I want you to know that the transition of power is happening. You know how we say never leave our children to the enemy to be educated, Ruthie Moreno? The Latinos have officially taken over the education of our children. Because if you think about it, Ruthie Moreno, the head of city colleges, Juan Salgado, right? The head of CPS, Pedro Martinez. Guys, it's happening. I don't know what y'all gonna say, what you want me to do, but I'm just telling you it's happening. Like, just understand that they just handed over the school district to Pedro Martinez. Did I get that right? Is it Pedro? Yeah, Pedro Martinez. Ruthie, you know why? He comes from San Antonio, right? Where his school district is only 50,000 students, but they've given him 300,000 here. Now, let me tell you, there's two things. The first thing is, I think none of the big willy, heavy people really wanted this job. So I think we were in tier 2 to start. Now, let me back up, though. Ruthie, what I found interesting in the story, let me read this. The reason that he was the perfect fit for the school, according to the story, was the similarities between Chicago and San Antonio. The student population which is a majority non-white. Notice they didn't say black. And poverty. So basically, he is shepherding the change over from black to Latino. Notice they did not use people of color. Notice they used the words majority non-white. Now that's, the majority non-white is doing? It's the transition from putting black and brown in front, where black and brown and the black people are part of it, to now the transition to how it would be referred to as non-white, right? So they get the benefit of us without having to claim us. See, if you say non-white, right, black people going to be like, hey, I ain't white. Chinese people going to be like, I ain't white. But realistically, the shepherd of the non-whites are what? Latino. So they get the collective benefit of us and our pain and suffering, while not really ever having to acknowledge us. So now we become faded into the, how I'm always concerned about minority and saying separate us out, etc. And did I mention yesterday that, did you know in the climate change bill that they have now added not only Latinos, but now if you are gay, you can qualify for dollars, for resettlement dollars, etc. Like displacement, job displacement, etc.
Hey. Where the money at?
You funny, Reese.
So I guess my question becomes, Ruthie, what's our plan here? Now let me also tell you that yesterday at City Council, Eileen Velasquez took over as the chief procurement officer. Now, do you understand what the chief procurement officer does? They are the people that procure. They are the people that are in charge of buying. So now at CPS, which is its own, it has a $6 billion budget. It is now commanded by a Latino. City colleges, with the whole scholarship program and graduating people, and City Colleges now is in the hands of Juan Salgado. So then the charter school universe, the UNO Charter Network and Aspira, they completely control their educational outcomes. Then when you take into the fact that places like U of I don't know what the directional schools, I don't even know if they have scholarships. But when I went to U of I, there were 1,000 black people and 500 Latinos. Now that's switched. So it's 1,500. We are now being boxed out. It's happening, and nobody's talking. Like, nobody's saying a word. It was crazy to see Janice Jackson yesterday. So I was at City Club yesterday, and it's like, I was thinking about our run at the head of CPS. So what was our run at CPS? It went from Paul Vallis to Ernie Duncan to Jean-Claude.
Oh, I forgot about him.
To Barbara Bird Bennett, to Forrest Claypool, to Janice Jackson, and now everybody's had their turns and is now in the hands of Pedro Martinez, who, by the way, comes from where? Ernie Duncan. He was the chief financial officer for Ernie Duncan at CPS.
Oh.
Y'all, should I just pack it up? I've been trying to say my name is Mais. I tried it yesterday. They say, what's your name? Mais? The Jackson throws it off.
Oh.
Mais Jackson. Nah, dog. So I guess my question becomes is, does anybody else, okay, let me back up. Am I crazy, or do you think that there's a transition happening? It was funny because, Alderman Villegas was talking about the 2 committee chairs, or not 2 committee chairs, but the 2 commissioners, not considering that you have the $6 billion CPS and the how many $1 billion community college system. Right? Like, you have your own fiefdoms where you don't really have to ask to put on companies. Because when they get in the spot, they understand it. They understand that they don't ask, oh, do we need to find Latinos? Like, no, they say, okay, we're going to. We look around and say, what white people do we need to hire so we can stay in the spot? They like, man, they made a list. Did y'all know yesterday at City Council too? Did you see that the mayor, Ruthie, yesterday at City Council, Alderman James Gardner apologized to City Council behind the pole? Did you see?
I was wondering what he was doing back there.
Hiding.
That's a good spot if you don't want to be on camera, though.
Right, because all the cameras for, and he was right behind the pole, and he offered an apology. Do you think he should
resign?
Yeah. And what do you think he should be resigning for? I don't think he should have to resign because he used pitch and bunt. I don't know if that's enough. I do think that they are saying that he is being penalized for withholdings or for withholding city services, etc. But Ruthie, I would just tell you that it's so interesting to me that everybody's so outraged, but the way that the party punishes you. Remember, this is the same mayor that told the alderman, if you don't do what I tell you, you ain't gonna get shh. Mm-hmm. Ain't that withholding city services to the constituents for politics?
Oh,
right. So if I live in a ward and my alderman didn't agree with the mayor, she told them that if you don't do what I tell you, you ain't getting shh for the next 4 years. Don't ask me for ish. Remember that? So now what's the difference between her and if they're launching a federal investigation for that? For James Gardner, should she not be getting a federal investigation? Because she said it out loud.
The difference is the conversation surrounding aldermanic prerogative. And he messing it up for the alderman. So he probably should resign because he ain't making a good case for them having aldermanic prerogative.
He certainly is not. But I guess my question is,
he actually the opposite. He's the reason. He's an example of that people gonna point to say, see what happens when we give alderman.
Yeah, I almost feel like the alderman should offer him up.
That's what I'm saying.
They should censure him, and because again, they will use him as the example. And that's a very good point, Ruthie. Should Gardner, but like, why is it different for him? So you're saying because of the words pitch and bunt, that's what changes the dynamic of it? Because the mayor literally told the alderman, if you don't do what I tell you politically, if you don't vote for my budget, if you don't vote, even if it's not in the best interest of your constituents, you won't get any city services. What's the difference?
Maybe saying it out loud versus like
somebody having it in a text.
Yeah,
Ruthie, that don't. There you go. You back to caping for the mayor again.
I'm just saying that might be the difference.
I'm just saying that if he got to resign for withholding city services, somebody got to explain to me what the difference is between the mayor saying the same thing to the alderman.
Good point.
Okay, here goes another one. Did you see? Did you see? Why do you think she's being so soft on him though?
Because of them secret emails. So she knows she been saying some stuff that she don't want to come out. So she like, let me just be cool.
Because they gonna be like, aha!
Remember when?
Remember that time you had said? Okay. All right, Ruthie. See, the mayor, she be sticking her foot in the stuff. Did you see yesterday that the mayor was you heard about her trying to sue the drug dealers?
Mm-hmm.
Ruthie, why did I feel like when I was listening to her, it felt like we were revisiting the war on crime? I feel like she doesn't have any real new solutions, which I'm not saying anybody does, but I feel like this whole we're going to go after the drug dealers and their blood money and we're going to sue them and take their assets and we're going to use every tool in the book is really, even though we know that it's not unconstitutional, but they've been proven wrong. It's been a abysmal failure all the time that it's been implemented. She's still going forward with it. Ruthie, why would black aldermen support this initiative, considering that we're still trying to unwind the John Burge? We're still trying to unwind all of the negative stuff that the police have done. Why would we be going back to locking them up again? It almost feels like the next step she's going to say is we want stop and frisk. She said we're going to go against every tool. And then she got caught lying. Did I mention that she got caught lying?
About what?
Because she tried to say, well, we're working with the feds to do this. And they was like, wait a minute. So you're saying that the federal government... No, that's not what I said. No, what I really meant to say was we always work with the feds, but this is a Chicago... They busted her out lying in the press conference. Because she tried... So what I'll also tell you, and this is something that all of the political people that I know that are always worried about the mayor and her connection with the federal government, the federal prosecutors. I think you should have, if you watched yesterday's press conference, you can see that relationship isn't as much as she claims it to be. Like, I think a lot of people think that because the mayor was a former prosecutor, that she has inside access to the office and can get them to prosecute people. But if you listen to the press conference yesterday, the mayor was pretty adamant about, after she tried. So you know how they be trying to infer stuff that you will just jump and assume that the feds are working with her. She was like, and we're working with law enforcement, federal, blah, 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 blah. And so you think like we teamed up on this. And so when the reporter said, so wait, you're teamed up with the FBI? She was like, no, that's not what I said. What I had meant to say was, Ruthie, her proposal, though, got sent to the Rules Committee. Now, you know what the Rules Committee is?
Where things go to die.
Right. So how does the mayor propose an ordinance and then her ordinance goes to where she sends stuff to die? I think, Ruthie, that holds some key to why the mayor has been so soft on Gardner, too. Because she's lost a couple votes. So she's got to pass this budget, and she don't want to piss nobody off because she's only really one vote over the top right now. So she can't afford to lose anybody. Same reason she didn't go after Carrie Austin. Because she loses 2 votes, her budget doesn't pass. And we will keep in mind, Ray Lopez mentioned this the other day, that Jim Gardner is married to the mayor's former head of intergovernmental affairs. Who knows where all the bodies are buried.
Oh. Right.
So don't go too hard because, you talk about them emails.
What emails?
Exactly. Exactly. All right, y'all. When we come back, it's the Maze Jackson Show. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to talk about the new lineup, some changes that are going on at the station, and all of that good stuff. So you all, it's Wednesday, so we're gonna talk. Well, actually, we got an action-packed day today. Some new shows starting today. Some people coming back, some people not, and the opportunity for you to do your own show. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Oh, man. They done messed around and gave New Era Chicago their own radio show. What they do that for?
You done messed up! So what we doing, bro?
Man, we talking about power.
Did you say power?
Not rights and equality, but power. We ain't begging, we building.
In that order, Chicago, and we got dope segments. Hey, yo, sis, holla at them.
Peace and love, family. It's Sister E of New Era Chicago in the building, dropping the statistics, holistics, and of course the ballistics. Good for the mind, body, and the soul. Let's get it, family.
And this your boy D Cook coming with straight facts. If you don't know, now you know.
And this is your other sister, Omo Oya Music, coming in peace, love, and light, getting real with my people so we can quit with the bull spit.
And this brother E, and I'm gonna wrap it up with the power surge.
Listen, it's going down every Wednesday night, 5 to 6 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the Black Power Hour, New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
All love it.
Yeah, I love being black. Hey, do this for my people.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 8:32 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather update. In sports, the Chicago Cubs will beat the Philadelphia Phillies in Philly 6-3. The Chicago White Sox hosted the Los Angeles Angels as they will win 9-3. Over the traffic on the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is 69 minutes because of an accident. Outbound to O'Hare will be 43. Inbound from Deerfield to Exchange is also an accident, 72 minutes. Exchange back to Deerfield will be 53. Major accident on the Eisenhower as from Thorndale to the Loop is 95 minutes. That's an hour and a half. Back out to Thorndale is just 44 minutes. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 70 minutes. Outbound will be 46. The Bishop Ford has an accident, so from I-355, from I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 73 minutes. 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 25 minutes to the Loop, 16 minutes back out to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive South, 55th to Jackson is 18 minutes. Jackson to 55th is 10. On the north side of things, Randolph to Bryn Mawr is 8. Bryn Mawr back to Randolph is 13 minutes. Today's weather is currently 75 and sunny. Today will be a high of 73 with a low of 61. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's some new music on the What's in It for the Black People Media.
Administration is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breached security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater. But she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history. All because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gonna tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed to certain rights we are not granted. The media is the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narrative. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wilding with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They're giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. That's the new Loch Ness Monster. what they call it, terrorism?
Oof.
Cold.
Oh, it was the terror. We terrorizing mugs. I would give him some props, but you know what? He missed up breakfast, so we don't even talk about it. That was all right.
He did this for you for missing.
Nah. I ain't gonna front, man. That's. Can I tell you that's what we need? Like we need the return to the conscious. Like, and I feel like that was in that space where it's like it wasn't preachy, but it was. And that track. I ain't even talking to Ness though, cause I still ain't got no video.
It was very thoughtful.
That was deep.
Ooh.
You know what? Put that back on. Turn that back on. Play that underneath. You could just turn it down a little low. I ain't gonna. It's all right. You know, you see, you start telling people they got good songs, then next thing MTV or not MTV, like BT gonna pick it up, and then he gonna be like, "Thank you, BT. You play my song first."
You might just say thank you, BET. He probably gonna say that.
Right, man. It'd be like, who WIIFTBP? Who? Hey, man, that first of all, that brother is talented. So, Ruthie, I told him to hold that because I knew you didn't want to hear no more Sex in the Morning song.
Kissing your body.
Right, your body all over your body.
Why you gotta look so good? Jesus, peace. Let me just wake up.
No, I'm trying to wake you up. That's the way it's supposed. You're supposed to wake them up. Like, wake up!
That was, wow.
You need to get Jay on the track, though. I do. Could you imagine Jay on the remix? Oh, Lord. All right, so, y'all, I'm feeling that. I'm definitely feeling that Ness. That is Loch Ness Monster. He married to, what your name is?
Old girl.
Old girl. What your name is, old girl? I don't know what name she be on all the time, but, you know, depending on what day. Oh, what she said her name was going to be Yesenia tomorrow. Right? She said her name was Yesenia Martinez. That's her new profile. Hey, but y'all, you know, that's part of what we do here at What's in It for the Black People. And I'm going to be straight up with y'all. What's in It for the Black People media itself was really the birth out of what happened to me at the other station. And Ruthie, you remember when we first started, I was all excited because we was gonna be broadcasting in Riis's office. And remember Sonia stood on the crates out here and we thought we was doing our thing. We could close the door and we had the boxes. Remember I had my blue desk on the crates?
Yeah, I was
and
just looking at one of them old videos of y'all. I saw one of y'all in there, one of y'all in here.
We was doing it. We thought we was doing it, right? And then somebody came over and expanded the vision and was like, y'all need to, that's too small. Y'all need to flip it because you can't. And so we built this studio and then we started brainstorming and getting paintings on the walls and everything. And Ruthie, you know, part of me is, you know, like I tell you all the time, I don't want to go to the party by myself. Mm-hmm. And so it was one of those things where I felt like we had this great big old space that we built and we had bought all the equipment and it just seemed like we would share it with the world and say, hey man, if you got something, just come on, join us and be a part of it. That's my altruism. Like the hope that, you know, we all come together and be like, it's going to all be kumbaya, etc. But I think over time we recognize that the business plan that you initially start with has to change up a little bit. And it became real. You know how you always be talking to me on the 1st and 15th, and you know, if don't let me print, don't let it be an extra page printed on the 1st and 15th, right? Because what did Jay say? Riis, he said people know the price of everything but the value of nothing. And so I think that one of the things that I did was try to launch a vision without necessarily thinking about the business part of it. And then when you don't think about, you know, I was being a socialist instead of a capitalist. And so, you know, somewhere in the middle, we gotta merge it all, right? Because I'm not a hater of socialism as much as I used to be. So what we decided to do was, because y'all, you know, to do the station 12 hours a day costs a lot of money. It really does. Because Riis and Ron and Sonya and all of that costs. And so we decided to, I was going through last year, how will we be a hobby or a business? So we decided to be a business, but we wanted to keep our commitment to the people that were with us. So let me just tell you, the station will be operating Monday through Friday, 6 to 9, with the Maze Jackson Show every day. Right? Weekdays. Then we kept 9 to 11 open, and we kept 11 to 1 open for some of our, for other people to return or to fill in. Then starting on Wednesday, then after that, starting next Wednesday, back to the show will be the green side of things. So they'll be on Wednesdays from 1 to 3. You all may have heard the promos today. But at 5 o'clock, New Era Chicago will be launching their new show. Riis, what's the name of their show? The New Era Hour? What is it called?
New Era Chicago Radio.
New Era Chicago Radio. Now, if you know anything about New Era, man, we was talking about him, and Ruthie was straight up like New Era. Man, between Ruthie, Reddy, and Jacinia,
I seen them in the streets putting in work.
You know what? I've seen them putting in work, and so we think that we got to give give people like New Era a larger voice to make the community more aware. So they'll be on starting today from 5 to 6 every Wednesday.
Ooh.
New Era Radio. New Era Chicago Radio. Y'all got to tune into that, because what they say, they talking power, not what?
Not equality, but no. You know what?
Let me tell you what. But that same stuff, we ain't nobody trying to hear that. We don't want no equity. Give us our money. Cut that check.
Cut the check. I'm so glad Loch Ness Monster said reparations in his song.
Yep. Yeah. We could do it in the video. On the video, can we do money? Can we have the money phone?
I thought Jay-Z said don't do the money phone no more, and I thought you listened to Jay-Z.
Oh, no, I still want to do a money phone, though. I still, just one time.
Only if we got Ricky Hendry doing the money phone. With the Rona money.
We got to wait for Ricky to sell his license. Then he going to be on the money phone for real. So we got New Era Chicago. Also back in the building today. Oh, excuse me. We got Chris the Critic. 6 o'clock. So Chris comes on at 6 to 7. Then, back in the building after a little hiatus in the zone. B. Foster back in the building, 7 to 8:30. And then at 8:30, bringing up the rear, pun intended. It is WeekO Wednesday. Now, we also got kickoff kickback coming back. Riis, I think we should do week 3. I think we should come on week 3, man.
You heard me.
You ready? You ready for Sunday?
I mean,
no. So so Wednesday. We gotta come back week 3. I'm in the middle of auditions. Like, it's a lot of people that have said they want
audition with you.
Huh?
I said, can I be at audition with you?
You gotta do an audition. You ain't auditioned yet.
What you mean?
But you
audition. Can he come and let you know what he think about the candidates?
I'm trying to figure out who's gonna be on the show.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right, so I'm gonna be here.
You want to be in the back?
I'm trying to figure out what.
I was gonna give you. I thought you was gonna put on one of your fancy jerseys and was gonna sit here and y'all was gonna be.
I need to be right here.
I need to be right here. So anyway, so we are working out the kickoff kickback, and then don't forget we've got the new Turn Up show that will be coming on Sunday evenings with Aziza Lisa. Now, what that means is, did I tell y'all? So, part of my, Ruthie, one of the things I try to do is pass on wisdom and knowledge. And, when we see somebody hustle, we try to encourage the hustle. So, on a day-to-day basis, DJ Riis, the ruler, will be your point of contact.
For WIIFTBP Media.
For WIIFTBP Media. He kind of like the baby general manager. We trying to see if we going to make him an assistant too, or the assistant. But realistically, on a day-to-day basis, DJ Riis the ruler. Now what I told Riis is, hey, bro, you got to become an earner. So we got all these great ideas for all these great shows. But if the shows don't give us views or they don't make money,
Call the saying, man.
we gotta. It's. So I'm gonna tell the family. Check this out. Y'all gotta support the show y'all like. You gotta support
all the shows, not the ones you like. Support all the shows.
No. That's part of that's that participation trophy shit. You support the shows that give you the content. Right? Like, support the shows that value and that want to work for your audience. And their numbers should show. Riis around here talking about if y'all ain't got 50 live in 3 weeks, he cutting you. He say if you ain't promoting your own show, Riis said he cutting you. Guess what I said? I'm tired of being the bad guy. I got to be the bad guy for everything else. So y'all make sure y'all gotta get y'all some ads. Start supporting the internet. Start supporting the shows. It's the Turn Up Show, Riis. I mean, not Riis, Anthony. We still trying to get Ruthie more to do her show, but she be like, how much I'm gonna get paid? I'm like, dang, Ruthie.
That is not what I said.
Ruthie, will you do a show?
You know I got a whole 9 to 5.
So let's
when I'm gonna do it?
On Sundays.
When I'm gonna do it?
Sundays.
Okay.
Look at Ruthie like, you got to work at the joint on Sunday.
Listen, I feel like 6 to 9 is 5 days a week is.
They love you though, Ruthie.
It's a lot. This is already a lot. I'm just now getting into this.
Ruthie, they love you though.
I love y'all too.
Do 15 minutes. You can do like a 15-minute podcast. The Ruthie
Just call me Ruthie, and I can see what we got available for you. All right.
Thank you, Riis. You are so kind. You are so kind, Riis, for giving me an audition.
Now Don's got a few shows already booked in the bank that we got to get out and get those up. And now I just fully expect. Now let me just tell y'all, we have maintained space for all your favorite old shows. That's why we still got that 4-hour window. Everybody's welcome. Well, you know what I mean. Everybody welcome back. We look forward to adding. And I just got a really crazy call asking about how they could get on the network. And I think that would be one of those ones that y'all be trying to get for real. Yeah, good stuff going on. All right, y'all. So that is the new lineup. Support all of our people. Devin say he want to audition for the show. I don't know. Devin he was doing a little bit of, he was a little too happy when the Bears wasn't winning. Right? Like,
then that's good. Then I mean that he won't be biased. You know, it becomes.
See, that's our problem.
You know, you always.
This the problem with black people. We always want to be fair. We always want to be non-biased. And then let Colin come up there, not a white person with him.
But if you really think that, if you really think about like sports shows like that, it's always that mix. If you think about Skip and Shannon, you know what I'm saying, Stephen A. and whoever he works with for 2 months, you know what I'm saying, because Stephen A. firing you if you don't agree with him. So you know what I'm saying. So it's like, you know how it's like.
I know that. I like
boom,
that Stephen A.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Stephen A. fire you if you don't.
He ain't firing Mike Irvin though.
Nah, well, you know
that's too much. They too much. There's too much hollering. Now I'm the loudest dude, but they be hollering over each other.
So,
all right, y'all, I do need for y'all to understand that this Latino transition is happening. Like I noticed. Are you mad at me?
It's been happening. They been in the gym working out, and we looking in the glass like, ooh, they getting strong. And now they coming out like, roar, si se puede. And we like, damn. They got some muscles. So we gotta either get in it. We gotta either get in the gym.
Look, I'm already thinking about.
We've been looking through the glass like this, literally. Like we've been looking through the glass. They in the gym. They kids lifting weights, and we just looking in the glass.
Now they kids just got the keys to the gym, so they don't even gotta wait.
We a little bit behind.
We're a lot behind. Can I ask a question though? Why does any of the stuff that I say sound, if it doesn't sound crazy, why is it that it doesn't seem like there's any sense of urgency from anybody black?
What does that sense of urgency look like? You talking about from elected officials?
Yeah.
What does that look like? They would literally have to sound and be positioned to be anti. And that is probably political suicide.
Why can't they just
them.
say, we want black stuff? We ain't, just don't say everybody else. This is what we want. Like, how does everybody else get to do it? And yeah, how do we, Ruthie, like, I feel like, how are we so prideful that we would watch ourselves fall off the cliff, then admit that we done been messing up? Like,
I think it's like, I'm gonna save myself instead of trying to like fight for the collective. Because right now, aside from just general rhetoric that we need, because the rhetoric is important, we can't even get the rhetoric. So I don't know if there's action happening behind the scenes and we just don't get the rhetoric with the action.
Well, show me a tangible outcome. No, I was thinking about yesterday when they were doing the Hispanic Heritage Month acknowledgements and the black people that were forced to stand. Like, I'm like, wait. I just feel like, man, Ruthie, I just feel like we on this boat that's sinking and everybody, like, what is it? And the band played on? Like, they, like, gotta have house music.
Because they got life preservers. So they like, well, it's kind of nefarious at this point.
Like, have we been truly emasculated? Like, and who trains our leaders going forward if they gonna learn to be subservient to the next group? Like, so, I was thinking about this whole MLI thing. And it's like the whole thing. I remember Juan saying, I did this MLI and even Gilbert Villegas, because when they said who you got to put in a position, they didn't have anybody that was ready, and they said they would never be in that position again. It's like the people that we would have ready to go have been taught to be subservient. So even if they get the spot, they ain't been in leadership training class where they sharpening their sword and they like, I'm coming in here slicing and dicing. They come in like, who are the people that I got to take care of? And if that don't include us, it's okay. Like, where do you learn power? Like, where do you learn to even have like, when you start talking about power, people get quiet. They get nervous. They get out of the, right? They be like, you be talking about that power? Like, openly discussing the acquisition of power without it being anti-anybody.
Exactly.
Like, you talking about black power is not anti-anybody, and you don't allow people to put you in that box. Like, I love Alderman Gilbert Villegas for what he does for his people. I'm just jealous that I can't see nobody doing the same thing for me. In the fact that we're being done. Like, it sucks to be like, do you understand right now? Check this out. We just got out of the war on crime. The mayor is proposing relaunching a version of it. We standing up there with her. Like, here's the thing. If the mayor proposes this and this thing gets out, the gang thing, which we know is faulty, it's not going to be black folks that stop it. It's going to be the progressives and the socialists. All the black people going to be in line talking about we want more police to come abuse. Huh? So y'all talking about grandma who got the kid. What gang member you know owns a man? We're talking about the kingpins. Ain't no kingpins. You got a quarter key, you chief. We have spent the last 20 years talking about the gang structure in Chicago has been broken down. The reason that all these people getting whacked is because they not getting up under the system, and that she trying to sell us the whole old story. She trying to run the Larry Hoover play. If you would have listened to Mike Flannery yesterday, Mike Flannery asked her, he was like, I remember when you did the Larry Hoover GD trial. She trying to sell people that there's some whole new No, it's not that. But because you ain't got nothing, you saying we're going to use every tool in the tool book. Who is amening that? You don't see no Latinos on TV talking about come unleash and take everything and seize the property. We have allowed this, like they are leveraging this crime all over again. They are using all of these mass shootings and all of this to push through these laws that we saw not work the last time. And they're replaying the same play 30 years over. The mayor stood up there yesterday sounding like Hillary Clinton talk about we're going to go after these gangs and go after their blood money and we're going to seize their assets. They already doing that. When everybody has said this is illegal, right? It's been struck down by courts. Well, we're going to just fight anyway. I'm not saying it's going to be because you ain't got nothing.
There it is.
So you ain't got nothing, so revert to locking the Negroes up. Randomly. Because that makes white people feel way more comfortable. You're doing something. Meanwhile, as Juan Salgado and Pedro Martinez take over the education of your children, where you're last, your children are the least educated in all of CPS, right? Because 1 in 4 black kids goes to an underperforming school. Who got our back? Oh, Jesus. Who? Ruthie, are we better off being represented by not black people? Who, like white folks that have like 30 or 40% of a black ward and now they got to kiss our butt? Because we can decide any day to go against them? Because I do feel like black folks, like Ruthie, I tell you, I'm so tired of, I also said this earlier. Did you probably listen? But I want the black people to start coming to the fundraisers.
Ooh.
With me. I mean, I want to buy a ticket and I want us to buy tickets and I want us to go so that all the white people that be comfortable walking around eating cake while we starving could be uncomfortable. Because it's like the key is you don't, like, I really think we need to start publishing the lobbyist name list and address.
Now that'll give some understanding.
No, because they'll find some black people to be like, Mazes. It is terrorism. It's economic terrorism committed on black folks. It's educational terrorism. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Check out that man, Loch Ness Monster. He got him a new song out there. We're looking for some new music too. So we're going to ask you, look at that, reparations. Actually, and Riis, you know what? Why don't you start it over and we're going to wrap this thing up and you can play that on the way out. Look, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, who is deep in thought. Got my man, DJ Riis the Ruler, who will be back this evening, right? Because he's got WHW. Shout out to New Era Chicago, who will be starting their first show, New Era Chicago Radio. Shout out to the Green Side of Things, which will be back next week. Shout out to Chris the Critic. That'll be on tonight at 6, as well as In the Zone at 7, and then Week Ho on at 8:30. Look, for Maze, Ruthie, Riis, forget that chump Todd. I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said. Now check this out. This is the latest one from our guy, Loch Ness Monster. Riis, let's take us out with it.
Administration is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol waving their flags and looking for smoke. We was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breached security, and called a shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater. But she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. On God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gonna tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed to certain rights we are not granted. The media's the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narratives. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wilding with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They're giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism.
Terrorism.